should start streaming again.
Okay.
This was like Keaton's favorite beer. I'm always
Yeah.
Coors Light for Keaton. Today was
Oh, that's right. Okay.
yeah, today was his day. So
Okay, I need to. Hey, chat.
Hello, chat.
hello, chat.
You can't see him. I have to bring him back in, but I got a couple other things I got to do real quick.
Okay. Oops.
What's the deal, dude? You waiting for mom to come home?
Oh.
Got some Z's over here.
I'm about to drain it from back in the cone a piece.
Okay, chat. We back. Oh, we got Clark Kirkman. Hey, can you let me know if y'all can hear us? I'm just working on bringing the chat back up to the screen right now. I'm sorry. I had to restart everything. You know how it goes. We do it live. It's always so much fun.
It's not stressful at all or anything.
Not at all.
I'm chilling.
Okay. Oh,
Hey, Keaton, you okay?
We'll give everybody a chance to come back, find the new stream.
All right, I just posted the new one on my thing.
Yeah, they're saying the audio is a bit quiet. Am I quiet? Chat, let me get the chat back up on the screen. Okay. There we go. Let me do this. And pop it out. And bring it over here. Okay, y'all get to watch me do this live now. Let's see. Okay. Okay, well. What is this thing doing, man?
It's still going bad?
Okay, I'm gonna remove.
You guys doing skating this week?
How's the weather out there? Are you guys able to skate? I know.
Oh yeah, dude. We're in the flush.
It's 68 degrees right now.
Oh, you lucky fucks.
Yeah, it's especially nice today. It's super breezy.
Damn, 68. That's like.
Have you been to Texas before? Besides,
I haven't. I haven't been to Texas since 2008 or seven. Seven, I think. Yeah, hold on in the LG games.
Man, come back to Texas. What are you doing?
I want to. Texas and the Bay are like the two places that I haven't been in forever, and I got to visit again.
Come back.
I want to go back to the Bay too.
Last time I was in the Bay, Sneaky was a little baby.
Yeah, now he's full grown.
Physically or mentally?
A little bit of both. Has some of that changed? Is he not mentally a baby?
I was so juiced to see Sneaky at the Carriers Open. I hadn't seen him in so long, and that was, I got to see a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a while. But just turning up and seeing Sneaky was a real treat.
Yeah, that's okay. So good thing you mentioned Carriers Open. That's what I got to do. This past year, I didn't know the day for Carriers Open until after I booked my ticket for Blading Cup. So I was already coming home afterwards. But if I would have known it was right after Blading Cup, I would have just stayed and like took a ride or something like that. So if it's the same deal this year, I'll do that and just go to Texas after California.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had to make that choice of like, am I going to do Carriers or Blade Cup?
Yeah, that's the problem with things back to back. It's convenient in a way for shit like that. Like I could be in California, then just go to Texas afterwards and make it one trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I see how like a lot of people, you have to choose one or the other.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, sorry, y'all.
How's chat doing right now? You guys okay?
Yeah, are y'all still there?
True podcast. What does that mean? True podcast. This is how baby blading podcast. Get out of here, Sean. You know what, man? You know what? Speaking of collaborations, I got to talk something off stream.
Okay. Okay, we got the chat. We got the chat back on screen. Golly, I'm over here sweating, man.
Yeah, you're shitting a brick right now. I bet
we can see y'all's chat. Can everybody hear me? Okay? Can you confirm?
That's my dog Plantasia right there.
Austin, say something.
Yo, you guys hear me? Mic check
You're,
1 2.
I don't know. You're low on my. Say something again.
Well, I can make it louder on my end
Turn
too.
it
If you
No, you're
want.
good. I turned it up. I had my
Okay.
fader down. Golly.
Dang, look at that setup.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, and we'll get started.
He should have.
Welcome to the Rollerblading is Still Fun podcast. My name is Josh Navarre, creator of the
I'll put it
Rollerblading
on
is Still Fun
them.
channel.
Y'all can talk to Brady and Jose.
Take the mic in with you to the bathroom.
Yeah, go.
He's not dedicated enough to bring the mic into the bathroom.
Did the mic catch Josh just now? He just let out a wallop of a scream.
Oh.
I think
I think I said he ripped ass.
I think he made a mess.
Good?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're good. Yeah.
Good. Sorry,
Josh
I had to make
cleaning
some
up his
PB&J's.
Topo. Oh, ooh, yeesh.
Topo Popo time.
Oh.
I had to make some PB&J's.
So yeah, what happened last time, man? I thought you were coming out.
I fell asleep.
I get it. I get it. I've done that. I
What
came up
what
pretty
time was
close.
that?
I was tired from work, and I'm not 100% healed, so I was like, why even try?
This fool he voted for a skate park for TNS and didn't even show up.
Oh, I hate that shit.
No,
No,
it's
actually,
good.
no, I don't hate that. I hate when person in the group chat initiates the session and then doesn't show up.
You know what? I don't
that
know
you?
if I've ever experienced that. That would be a
No?
trip.
I definitely had that like once or twice in our chat. Someone be like, yo, we're skating here, whatever, this and that. And we all get to the spot. And the end of the session happens. We're like, wait a minute. He didn't even show up.
You know what? I would just be like, hey, good for him, man. Thanks for that. That was a
He
good
got the crew
session.
together. Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
crew together.
This is
I
pretty
dig
cool.
it.
Okay, guys, here we go. I'm about to hit the intro.
Let's go.
I'm gonna pray to God the audio works on it, because if it doesn't, we're calling it a night. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do that.
Josh, check the chat because it's saying Jose and I are quiet. Austin is loud.
Oh my God, dude.
Everything sounds so nice here.
Yeah, I know.
A little
You
lower.
got our
like,
volume? Is our volume thing up? What you did with
Your
Austin?
volume?
bump up the jam.
Yeah, dude, I got y'all up, man. I can turn you up a little bit more, but
Turn up the diggy quack.
say something, Jose.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Does it sound better?
A little bump. Oh, look at me.
That's a big bump.
Damn,
I
Gary
can't
said
hear
I can't hear shit.
It's good enough.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Volume
Are
is
people-
fine. What's going on?
I think people are just fucking with us.
This ain't the time. This ain't the time.
Loud and clear. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, fuck
Jeez.
this.
Man, start the motherfucking intro.
I'm going to go smoke. No,
All right, man. I forgot. What are we doing here?
Intro.
a podcast,
Turn the
dude.
intro.
Podcast.
Scooter podcast.
Scooter podcast. Okay, let me gather my composure here. Okay, let me take these. At least I'm gonna get this right this time. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna take John off. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute y'all and hit the intro. What the fuck, man? There's no audio on the intro? I care. I care. I know how to fix it. Just give me a second. I just need to pause it. Let's see. We're gonna get it right because I can cut all this, but it's got to be right. Y'all can watch it a little bit, but we're gonna replay it again. Yeah, dude, all types of messy. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, dude. Why is nothing working tonight? Yeah, this is driving me crazy, man. Yeah, I'm aware there's no audio. We're trying to fix that here. It worked. I tested it not too long ago. All right, fuck it. No intro for the audio. Yeah, I'm about to rage quit, Jordan. You're completely right. Yeah, I muted y'all. Da 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 da. Boop 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 boop. That's me doing the audio because I can't get the audio to work for the intro. But we're gonna have a good stream tonight. We had some technical difficulties, but it's gonna be all good. All right. Let me get these guys going. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Rollerblading is Still Fun podcast. Thank y'all so much for sticking through all the technical difficulties we were having. If you're watching live, if not, you missed it, but you didn't hear any audio in the intro, so I do apologize for that. But we're gonna have a good stream moving forward. This is episode number 47. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Josh Navarfar, and with me we got Jose Arce,
Yo,
and Brady Johnson.
What's up?
Jose Brady and Arce Johnson in the house.
Yep.
How y'all doing tonight?
Chilling.
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
All right, excellent. We got John Sullivan.
It is your boy.
It's your boy. And we have an awesome guest with us tonight, just completely making fools of ourselves in front of him. He is a rollerblading legend, and he is co-founder of the Jump Street podcast. Everybody knows him. He is Austin Paz. What's up, Austin?
Yo, what up, guys?
How you
Let's
doing?
go.
I'm awake now. I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Yo.
All right. Before we get started, we're running pretty late, so I'm going to try to breeze through this real quick. I do want to shout out. Oh my God, I don't have this set up either.
Yeah.
Oh!
I forgot because I had to restart everything, dude.
I
This is a
seriously
great
thought
time to
hurricane
hit Josh
season
with
was
a quick
over.
six.
Dude, I
Okay,
thought
there we go. We
hurricane
got Feet
season
and Four
was
Wheels.
over.
Be sure to check out Feet and Four Wheels at feetandfourwheels.com for all your rollerblading needs. Be sure to use promo code RBISF for 15% off. If you want any hot rollerblading gear, if you plan on going to Blade Camp, that is in Malaga, Spain. It is a fully planned 6-day life-changing experience. It's a rollerblading camp put on by Josh Glowicki. They got their dates popping up right here, but you can use promo code RBISF for 50 euros off. So be sure to check that out. If you want to support me, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/RBISF and buy me a coffee. It does take less than YouTube super chats, but we still love super chats. Jose, you got something to say about this?
Fuck your coffee.
I thought you were going to say this.
What?
That's me. I'm thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
You are thirsty.
Stinkeroonie.
Kept the data right.
All right. So we got through that pretty quickly. We want to get talking to Austin. There are two things I want to show y'all and get y'all's opinions on. These were two things that just popped up on my Instagram feed. We typically don't do too much Instagram whenever we have a guest, but I wanted to bring these two things up because I thought they were pretty crazy. So the first thing is, I don't know if y'all came across this soul plate. Have y'all seen this? This speed rock plate?
No.
Dude, hey, I feel like if you like Darkwing Duck or if you fuck with Batman, you
Oh,
fuck with
yeah.
it so hard.
Is there another angle of that?
Yeah, it's a whole video. Y'all haven't seen this? It just popped up today,
Dude,
but
I'm down, dude.
it's
I am
crazy.
The
So
fool
down.
stole my drawings.
Scratch it. Scratch
I
it.
am so down for this. Jose, you not down?
Never.
So it does allow you
whack,
to
dog.
do some
I-
different types of grinds.
That's whack.
That angle, man. Look at a spider.
I love this.
Got them spider souls.
Dude,
That
I
is
love everything
crazy.
about this.
Yeah, and they actually they 3D printed it and put it on some skates and used it. It's wild. It's
Okay, this could be sick.
What do you do on like a super fat row? Do you
What
think
about a
that
ledge?
What about
Does
a
it
lot
not
of things?
cover that super fat
Break
row?
immediately. Oh,
Look at that,
That's
dude.
so
Do they show 'em
crazy.
skating?
Look at that! Whoa!
See, you
It's
can
like
you can
Freddy
lock on
Krueger
different you can
Club,
lock on
dude.
different grooves.
I don't like how the soles like grope the
Oh,
rails.
look how it's like clamped.
Look at these wheels. He's skating like some 48
Oh,
millimeter wheels with
no.
them.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept.
That's
It's definitely
crazy.
a niche product.
Hey guys, no wheel bite. It says no wheel bite.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't
no,
worry about it.
No cess slides either.
Higher jumps. This is a goof, right?
No, it would be lighter because there's less plastic. I imagine. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to justify.
Oh, it's a
Anyways,
frame. So I didn't realize the frame is a part of it as well. Oh my goodness, there's H blocks in between the channels.
Damn.
We got channel blocks.
So I thought this was wild. Actually, one of the viewers sent me this, but I came
I can't
across it
believe we
recently
start
on
out
YouTube.
with this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting. So I really wanted to bring it up and get y'all's opinion on what y'all thought. The next thing I thought was pretty crazy was this thing. Did y'all
Look
see
at the
this?
way it hugged that.
It's a
Yeah,
spring-loaded
What?
firecracker rail.
That was not the smartest thing.
This looks like the most dangerous thing I've ever seen in my life.
TTA all day.
This
like-
is a Salvesen special.
this is a riblet special. You're gonna
Yeah, it was
you're gonna
definitely
be
made in
busting
Russia,
your
right?
ribs.
It was
Right?
made in
That is
Russia.
a Salvesen special, dude. That is all salvo.
Dude, you get your fingers caught in that
Wait,
coil.
is anybody gonna hit that or what? It's just showing the
No,
red.
that's what I was waiting for. Nobody actually hits it.
Aw,
in this
what a
video.
cock tease.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're
I
probably all
like
too
them being
scared. They
a
don't look
and
at
not
it,
being
shit.
a dick.
Whack.
That's right.
They put in way too much work to not skate that.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
back.
for real.
Come back later.
Hey,
But,
I can't
yeah, I
weld
thought-
anything, but
I
those
thought those two
welds
things
look
were
a
worth
little
bringing up because they were pretty wild.
Someone put a good amount of time into that.
nasty.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we
Good
did
job,
have
Josh.
Sorry.
we had a raffle, so we want to do the raffle. And we're gonna go through this really quick. So actually, we didn't have anybody claim. Well, we had Tyler Davis claim the trick deck that we did on the last one. So Tyler Davis, you never hit me up on Instagram, and I totally forgot that you won. So I haven't sent them yet, but just let me know. So we have one more spin for another trick deck. The other person that won is a rollerblader, but he mainly does big wheels. He said he would probably want somebody who aggressive skates to have it. So we got Jeff Metz. Hey, for the amount of money, Jeff Metz, that you put on the last stream, I'm so glad you won. So Jeff, hit me up on Instagram so I can send you over your trick deck. I got it right over here. And then we have the new raffle, which is for the BMAG issue. Right here, which is issue 44. So we got the new BMAG here. Thank you, Kevin Little over at BMAG for supplying this for the raffle. I do want to shout out Danos Adventure. He did get comment of the week. So he said, we need a Josh versus Jose game of Blade. Jose, what do you say?
Well, it depends on what is. Well, yeah.
Yeah, what's
you
the obstacle?
know we're gonna skate. You know we're gonna want to skate the same obstacle.
I already beat you. Remember when we went to
Ooh.
Austin?
Whoa!
Yeah, well,
Hey.
And we bet for a beer, so we weren't playing around.
Okay,
If
Garland
you take it back
one-
to the day,
Garland Park, one round on the slider bar and one round on the ledge next to the slider bar.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
No,
not,
I'm saying
I'm
both.
not, I'm not doing it on the
Bert.
slider bar. We'll play on the
Oh
ledge.
yeah, I wouldn't want to go
I'm
to
saying
Jose on the
Bert.
slider
Yeah,
bar
yeah,
either.
yeah. We'll play on the ledge, Jose, and we'll do it just for Mr. Where is it out here? Mr. Danos Adventure, and we'll post the winner. And Jose's been talking a lot of shit about me not skating. I started skating. I skated Sunday. Remember, I got a clip. Y'all saw it on my Instagram.
3 clips.
3
Yeah,
clips.
we saw it.
Little
We saw it.
unity.
I recorded too.
Yeah, but I thought that was cool, so I gave him comment of the week. So let's go ahead and spin for the BMAG issue. I do want to thank Sean Michelson for the $5 super chat on the last stream. Tyler Davis, $5 super chat. Zig Step, $5 super chat. Every $5 super chat gets you an extra entry in the raffle. And in order to enter the raffle, all you have to do is leave a comment on the video after the fact. And we do have a new raffle coming up, so we'll announce that. And then,
Bro, hey. hold on, pause.
What's up?
You sound like the Micro Machine guy, dude. You were going good right there. Like
Dude,
you
yeah,
were
I was-
flowing
I was
nice.
gonna let him finish, but yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, me
No
too.
skip, no mess up.
Motherfucker, so- Dude, that was
No,
Micro
no.
Machines,
But
guys.
also-
I don't know who that is. Look it up. Homie was playing.
Those would be perfect with this.
Oh, that would be good with that.
With this?
Man. Yo, but Josh, this it kind of just goes to show that you could do this a lot quicker if you wanted to.
I know, and I do
For
whenever
sure.
I'm not totally stressed out over the stream not working.
Man's
But-
on
and
thin
look,
ice.
No,
right
no,
now.
You
I'm
guys hear
saying,
me?
no, not this one. I'm saying going forward, the intros, the whole spiel, you knocked that down in like 40 seconds.
And then y'all jumped in and are stretching it out about another 10 minutes.
Oh, you're still not getting it.
All right, let's go. Let's
No,
go.
I know I could. Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Okay, so this is for the BMAG issue. Let's go.
You know my shit was tight. My answer was tight. You trying to hate on my answer?
Oh, Danos Adventure with the sweep.
Ooh,
You got comment of the week and the beat. And you won for the comment of the week, his extra entry. That's what's up, dude. See, you leave a good comment, it pays off, you win prizes. Thank you for your comment. And
It's rigged.
hit me up on yeah, it's always rigged, dude. Danos, hit me up
Funny
on
bastard.
Instagram. I know you got me, and just remind me that you won so I can, and send me your address, your real name, so I can ship you over the BMAG issue 44. All right, and for the new raffle, I do want to thank Austin for sponsoring the raffle as well as being our guest on this shit show of a podcast that we've been having today. So he is going to be putting up one of his T-shirts, one of his Gone Skating T-shirts. Austin, you want to talk about a little bit about your T-shirts here?
Not too much to say. I guess for the raffle, whatever, any T-shirt on the website that they want, just the T-shirts, not the hoodie or the book or anything like that. So there's the Gone Skating shirt, ready to roll with the Biggie. Sullivan got the hoodie right
Yeah,
there,
that's
and
the
the classics with all the
hoodie.
old VHS tapes shirt. So whatever for the raffle next week, any shirt that anybody wants on my website, I'll send it to them.
Awesome.
Sick.
Man, how come I don't have?
Hit me one of those. Yeah, that's loud. All right. Yeah, this shirt's super sick. I love the one with all the classic tapes on it. And the Gone Skating book, trick book, is also really cool. So that's included, right? Because that's
Yeah, I'll throw it in. Yeah, actually, yeah, you can do
not
it too.
included. I mean, they can choose the book.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just not the hoodie. The hoodie's a little pricey.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
forgot that one.
Hey, it's stitched too. It's not just like printed on. It's stitched in.
I made sure that was embroidered.
It's stitched in, and when it comes in, these are tied. That's a big mistake. If you're gonna get some drawstrings, tie it off because it's gonna get lost. Tie it off.
John, hold it up to the camera.
Huh, you know I will. You know I will. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
this
sick.
thing.
Hey, if you win a T-shirt, you might as well go ahead and buy a hoodie also. You
Yeah.
I got the shirt too. I got Aaron the same hoodie. She got a shirt too. You know we repping Austin.
Appreciate you, John, always.
Yeah. Hey, it's what it is. I just represent all the homies because the homies make cool shit.
We got to support each other.
Yeah.
And if I haven't supported you yet, I promise I will. Like Bucks is tight. Milwaukee
the same thing
ain't
for-
really yet.
I did the same thing for a couple years. I was just buying everybody's shit, no matter what it was, like clothing, hoodie, skate wheel, whatever it was. And I went broke so quick in like a year
Gosh,
and a
I
half.
want to. I'm just like, and I'm not trying to take away from. I'm just a snob on like quality sometimes. Like I get a
Me
lot of
too.
skate shirts and like I get a lot of loose ass necks, and it's like, it's cool for a while, but it's like I like a tight neck.
Them loose
I'm
necks,
a
man.
tall, slender guy. I like the tight neck. So
How do those
you know,
loose necks
it is
make
what
it
it
out of the warehouse, man? How do they make it out of
It is
how
what
do they get shipped out?
I'd rather a loose neck than a tight neck.
Oh,
well,
you know
just
what?
a
I got
good
tight
neck,
the
not
other
like
day.
A good neck, yes, but if it's gonna be one or
You're
the
from
other,
New
I'd rather
York,
be
though.
loose.
Y'all have like that chest showing like all the time. Like I feel like a lot of clips, a lot of chest, like a lot of muscle sculpture and like chest and like
I don't like
New
how
York.
you're stretching your
You know what
car.
I'm talking about.
John, who do you think shows too much chest in the skate world? Who's out there chesting too much?
Well, there's a lot of chest in New York because I know it's hot. The city streets.
Yeah, they're
We got, you know, Brosco. Like,
I talking about Brosco? I was gonna say you talking about
he
Brosco,
be
yeah.
showing that. You know, he be showing.
Frank
But
Camaro
no,
used to
just,
wear those
but even
V-necks,
you,
too.
like,
He did, yeah.
you know, just all my dogs in New York.
You get a
I-
shirt. First thing you do is just cut the whole shit up.
Is that what you do?
No, that's not what I do. That's like Franco did, and Justin does the same thing too.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, and that was my
Billy-
next thing.
Billy was
Franco.
doing it for a minute,
Franco
too.
lived here. Franco lived here. Franco lived here for a bit, and
Yeah.
he still was like cut like even back
Yeah.
when he was here.
Yeah.
What's
Go,
the deal with the
Jose,
mic,
sorry.
fellas?
What's the deal with the mic?
I don't know. They're saying I'm really low.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Yeah, I turned you up, Brady.
we just got to get closer.
No, I mean,
Closer
speaking
to
the
the
same way
mic.
I always do.
Hold on, I know what I can do. I'll turn you up.
You know who'd
turn the
be
headphones
You're
down.
good,
just
Brady.
real hard is CJ Wells more.
Okay.
Oh, it's because he has no
what's,
neck. That's why.
he
He's
did.
not that much chest. He just has no neck, so it shows the
Hey,
chest.
hey, whoa,
It's all muscle.
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's why I cut the collars off.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you, Austin, for sponsoring the raffle. Again, to enter the raffle, just leave a comment on the video. Every $5 super chat will get you one. We did already get a super chat, so thank you so much for that. And then also, nope, that's pretty much it. All right. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say. Anyways, okay. Well, let's get to talking Austin. We're running late. I got a lot of questions. I'm sure the guys are gonna want to jump in. So, Austin, thanks again for joining us. The first thing I want to do is just kind of get, like, I like people to give their origin story, and you can make it brief, how you got into this blading game, and then also a little bit on kind of what the New York scene was like for you whenever you first started.
All right, origin scene. I started in '96 from my older brother who skated with his friends. It was the '90s, obviously. Skating was all over the place, so it was easy to be exposed to it. It was always on TV, so it was easy for that. So many people skated in New York at the time that like we would mob spots with like 50 people or something, which you would never see nowadays. You used to be able to skate around New York City, and no matter what spot you go to, there would like almost always be skaters there already sessioning, which is pretty cool. Like you don't even need to call anybody to meet up. You just like go to a spot and someone will be there, type of shit. So it was really cool with that. I would love to see numbers like that again. That'd be really cool, but I think we're far away off from those times again. But yeah, I was always a little kid skating because I started when I was 8 years old. Like I grew up with my brother who was 7 years older than me. So all these teenagers, then my next group of friends that I started skating with were all like 4 or 5 years older than me. And then like Billy and Franco and all those guys are all older than me. And I was always like the baby who would just kind of like tag along. And that was always my thing now until recent times now where I'm 38 and I'm one of the older guys in the crew, I guess.
Man, you're only 38. You're younger than I am. I didn't know that.
I'm still a baby, I guess. I'll
Still,
take that.
you like kind of just you teeter-tottering.
If I shave the beard, I could probably pull off like 20
Teeter-tottering.
something, like 20 something.
Yeah, you got a nice head of black hair there, though. I like that. I'm struggling on the hair color. Is that you dye your hair?
It's mostly black.
The boy got the salt and the pepper.
Yeah, my soul's coming in hard, but on camera, luckily it's not high res enough to tell.
So, I mean, you've been skating, you said, since you were 8. At what point did you kind of realize that, this skating shit was going to take over your life? Like you were in it for the long haul. Can you kind of remember whenever you kind of started thinking in that type of way?
I don't remember that moment at all. It's just like, it's all I knew was skating was what I spent all my time doing, what I had fun with. All my friends at the time skated too. So that's like kind of all we did. I mean, I started when I was 8. So of course there was like, I had friends who would just like not skate and fuck around and light shit on fire in the woods or whatever. But like, for the most part, I was skating almost all the time. Even when I had like when the '90s, when everyone like kind of fell off, my brother and all his friends, and the numbers started dwindling down, I skated with skateboarders for like 2 years or something because I still just love skating. And even though I was the only rollerblader, I still skated with skateboarders for 2 years. I didn't watch any videos. This was the whole like, I think Brain Fear Gone, like Coup d'etat, like Elements, Amateur, like all those videos when they dropped, I had no idea they existed because I just hung out and skated with my skateboard friends for years. And then I met another group of kids who skated, started hanging out with them, and they were all talking about these videos that I was like super late on. So I didn't see like Brain for Gone until a couple of years after it came out. I didn't see Coup d'etat until a couple of years after it came out. I missed all those things because I was just so caught up in just hanging out with friends and skating the whole time.
Did the skateboarders and rollerbladers get along with each other in New York back then?
There was always some sort of like hostility, but it was never crazy. It was never like California levels. There was beef once in a while, but for the most part, like I think New York might be a little different. Like we always show love to each other anyway. So Nowadays, you'll almost never see that. Like skateboarders and skaters get together all the time. I say what up to all the skateboard homies every time I go to like a session or a skate park, and they're there. Back in the day, there might have been like a few like problems here or there, but there was nothing crazy or major.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is here in Texas. We get
sure.
along with the skateboarders, at least the good ones. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
probably some beef with like actually not even anymore. It's not even like
The
that
kids
at
show
all
love too.
anymore.
I think the kids show love more than the older ones because the kids don't know that there was any beef in the 90s that existed in the first place. It's like 2 generations ago, kind of. So they don't know that there was beef in the past, and they just appreciate sick shit for being sick shit. They see someone ripping it on skates or ripping it on scooters or roller skates, whatever it is, and they're like, oh, that shit is sick. Props. And like that's it.
Yeah, I would imagine in California back then it was a big deal. There was a lot of beef. I wonder if that's kind of settled down now because I think it's just the change in the environment of everything. Like, everything kind of went woke for a little while, and nobody
Yeah.
wanted to offend anybody. And I think as whack as that kind of that whole thing has been, it has brought people together and kind of made people show more respect to each other. And I think that probably did trickle into aggressive sports and stuff like that. So that's good to hear.
Damn
Yeah.
empathy.
Well,
Yeah.
growing up in Cali, there was a lot of beef always between the skateboarders. I done seen a lot of fights and been in a few fights, but what I started to notice as, like you said, time went by, they started seeing more of a respect thing. Like once they saw what you were about, like, oh, you're just not some fruit brooder, just fucking roller skating and stuff. Like they saw the tricks that you did, and then I think, I don't know, just we brought a lot of people together. I know that's how I got cool with a lot of skateboarders, just smoking weed and having fun. And they were like, oh shit, this motherfucker is good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think the last bastion of the beef is probably in the Bay Area. If it's going to be anywhere, it's probably still going to be there, and that'll be where it goes away. Because
Definitely.
I say Breckenridge, Colorado. You go on court on the Colorado road trip, and you go to all these parks, and you go to Breckenridge, and it's these little rich little skateboard kids. It's crazy. If you watch one of Ant's videos, they were spitting on cameras. They were taking a rope and trying to trip
It's
rope.
that bad. Like it's getting
It was
physical.
crazy. And
They had booby
every time
traps.
we've been to this skate park, it's always been just these little rich little kids, just like savages. Dude, I've never seen a place like
they're
this.
waiting for you. To come back.
Breckenridge, Colorado. Am I tripping? Is it Breckenridge? It's Breckenridge. It's freaking Breckenridge. It's crazy, man. If you go on a Colorado road trip, do not go to that skate park.
Well, Breckenridge, I never heard of that place, but it's probably they're probably like 10, 20 years in the past. So.
It's a tight.
They probably just discovered Moesha or something,
No skate park. Like these people are crazy, savages.
Hey Austin, this is your interview, but I just want to say, like, I super relate to your origin. Like, I did the same thing of like, I would have friend groups that, and at some point I'd be like, they're not as into skating. I'm just a little too into skating, and I would jump to like like you said, couple years older, and always being the baby. And then I also had the period of just skating with skateboarders.
Yeah.
And I had to once I found some actual rollerblading friends around me. Our buddy Kendall Ware, if y'all know him. He had to educate me on, again, Brain Fear Gone, all those types of video, Coup d'etat, all the stuff I had missed because I was watching Daewon Song versus Rodney Mullen.
Yo, same shit here too. I would like sit around with my friends and watch like the Toy Machine video.
Yeah.
Like and like I was like, whatever, it's cool, but we did like talk shit about each other too. I mean, like it is New York. We still like I would talk shit about them wood push, and they would talk shit about me fruit booting. But that's just like how we were kids growing up. It wasn't. Like you were saying, there wasn't this woke culture or whatever. There was like no holding back when we were kids too, especially. So, but it was all love anyway at the end of the day.
Do you still follow skateboarding at all?
Not at all. I haven't followed skateboarding since then. Well, I was like 11 years old or 12 years old or something.
I like to watch skateboarding videos still. I follow like Thrasher and a couple skateboarding channels. It's fun to watch. They're pretty innovative in like filming and editing and stuff like that. Or at least it kind of was more back in the day whenever I first started. But I think a lot of rollerblading, filming and editing got their inspiration from the early skateboarding videos and the techniques and stuff like that.
Yeah, every time you think you have a really good song that you want to use for a section, make sure you check the most recent skateboarding videos because they probably already used it, which is just unfortunate.
I think there's like a limit to how like I see it already in skating where people try to like relate skating too much to skateboarding.
Mhm.
And I don't necessarily think it's a good thing depending on how you're doing it. So for that reason, I kind of purposely don't watch or follow skateboarding because I don't want to follow in their footsteps or do what they do. I just want to do what I do and what skating and rollerbladers want to do. I want to just do our own shit, not have to like. I get you can get inspiration from different people and different things in other sports, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to like go and get inspired by filming a bunch of little ledge lines, film
Yeah.
fisheye or something, you know?
And you're 100% right. Like you want to be original, but if we follow our trajectory from the beginning, we're always a
Yeah.
little bit behind skateboarding as far as like the fashion goes. We pretend like it was all we did this, but really we're just doing what skateboarders are doing.
Yeah. I don't really watch much other sports, but if I was going to watch it, it'd be BMX because
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys go big. I just saw some BMX section like a couple weeks ago. This guy, I don't know who it was. Some guy just went crazy. He started fucking jumping off roofs to rails and all this shit. Like I watch that stuff. That's cool. That inspires me to maybe throw a hammer or go bigger or something like that. But that's more motivating to me than watching skateboarding personally.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch street snowboarding.
Oh,
Street
yeah.
That too, but that's not as common.
I mean,
Skiers,
in my
too. Sick.
personal opinion, street skateboard or street snowboarding is the illest.
Yeah, I
I've
think
never
that's really sick too.
related to like the skateboarding type of clips, but like BMX, the way that they can pretty much get speed from any surface is just the coolest thing in the world. Like the way that they can hit almost any obstacle with no inhibitions is just so sick.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
do-
jealous that they can land in the grass and stuff like that. Even though I heard from a BMXer that that's not necessarily like the coolest shit to do, but the fact that you could still do that, land in a grass bank, is still kind of cool.
Yeah, I you know what? Now you say that, I could get where it would be like, man, but still, the fact that you can do a massive roof gap into a nice grass transition,
Yeah, it's pretty
super
sick.
cool.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks, guys. Uh-oh.
we lost you,
I
Josh.
muted my mic so I could clear my throat. I got something going on with my throat. There's a lot of things going on tonight.
This guy ain't
But
well.
that's kind of a perfect segue into something I wanted to talk to you about, Austin, because you also, film and make content and stuff like that. What do you think about like how the scene has changed with like Instagram clips now versus people making, full edits, which it seems like a lot of people, skip the full edits and want to go straight to just posting one clip on Instagram whenever they skate. I mean, what are your thoughts on that whole situation?
I'm very lenient on all of it. I know and accepting of the fact that that's the way things are now, that everybody wants to post an Instagram clip, film it vertically, and that's kind of it. It is kind of hard to, as an adult, to like commit a lot of time to filming a section in a video, to have someone who knows how to film, who knows how to edit, have like a crew of people to skate with, to go out, drive around to street spots, get kicked out of spots, and then you could just go to a skate park, put your phone in your shoe and film yourself on a P-rail. Not that that's what I want to see. I'm just saying like it's so accessible now that I accept that that's what it is. But that being said, I love when a full-length video comes out. I love when Ant would make his videos every year and it would come out. I love when like Plastic Pushers comes out with a full-length video. I watch more of those than almost anything else. On my YouTube algorithm, videos will show up from people in like Poland or whatever that or Russia that like I've never even heard of before. But I'm like, oh, sick, a 40-minute, hour-long full-length video. I'm going to sit down and watch it. And I like that. I get to watch it on my big-ass TV in my living room and sit on the couch and eat dinner or whatever. And it's like a better experience than watching it on a phone. And I think that as long as you're not oversaturating that, I'm fine with Instagram clips as well. I just hate when you skate with people and they like, there's the chronic posters, like people who have to post, like even at the session, they're like uploading their clips. I'm like, yo, chill, just skate, enjoy it.
We got
Like,
one.
I
of
don't know
those.
anybody like that.
Oh, we got a we got a
Look at
hybrid,
Tony.
dude. This is a dude. He's
I got friends that do it
snake
too.
out
I call them
the
out.
cage, dude. He will
Yeah,
get the clip, and then if you filmed it, literally, you got time to breathe for like 5 seconds before you have to airdrop.
Yeah, you're trying to get your
You just
actual
filmed
clip.
it. You're
so
trying
that
to
can
review
use
the
it.
clip, and he's like, "Hey, can you airdrop that?"
Dude,
I know.
Here, guys.
You
if
know who
make a
you
video,
is,
Austin will watch it.
Josh.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
no,
bad.
seriously. Like I watch a lot of full-length videos and I can't even tell you the people in them because I don't know who they are. Like that's the only time I've seen them skate. But in my algorithm, when a video shows up that's like 20, 30, 40 minutes, I'm like, oh, sick, a full length video. I'm going to watch it. And I do.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons. I think one of the pros is, like you said, whenever you're skating and maybe you're skating by yourself or you don't have a cameraman in your city, there's a lot that goes into making a full-length video. You got to go out. You got to get the clips. Somebody's got to know how to edit. Somebody's got to have a computer. Somebody's got to have a camera. Not everybody has that. The con is like the longevity of the clip, because with Instagram, you just kind of scroll past it and it's gone and you're never going to revisit that again. But with a full-length video, you can go back and watch it. You're like, oh, I remember this video. It was dope. I want to watch it before we go skate and get juiced. I think that's kind of, the pros and cons to it.
Yeah, I see people now posting like full length edits kind of on Instagram. And I guess you could do it to throw it out there. I just don't think it's the right platform for it. I know personally me, and I can't be the only one who's like this, but if I'm on Instagram, I already know my attention span is 3 seconds. If your clip is longer than like 5 seconds, I'm not watching the whole thing. So if you're posting the 3-minute edit or longer, whatever it is, I ain't sitting through that. I watch it on YouTube or something like that, So I don't know where that's going. I'm seeing that more often. Maybe I'm the only one who does it. I don't know. I
100% agree with you. The other thing is also a lot of times they'll post a full length edit and it'll be like 1920 by 1080, so it's like this little rectangle box instead of being the full screen on your phone, and you're like, what the fuck am I watching next? Like, you just skip right through
it. Am I tripping? At some point, you could like full screen Instagram Reels or something.
Well, it just depends on how it's filmed. You can take an edit into an editor and make it forget the ratio, but I think 19 by some blah, blah, blah for a phone. But you have to then move the frame over to where the action is, and you're not gonna see everything. So it's very easy to tell if it's filmed with your phone. Now, if somebody wants to make a little edit and film it all upright, but like Austin said, dude, nobody's gonna watch. Nobody's
that way.
on Instagram looking for long form content. That's what YouTube's for.
I like when they cut the clips, like they do. What do you call it? Not slideshow. Like they have multiple. You can swipe through the
slideshow.
Because I don't want to. If I like a trick, I don't want to like wait for the whole video to come back around. If I'm
all right. So speaking of that, here's the Austin method of how I would do like something similar to that these days. If I have like a full length edit of some sort, I post that on YouTube. But however, I will individually take raw clips, like single individual clips or maybe one or two, and post that on Instagram throughout the next couple of weeks to like either promote the YouTube version or just have that version out for the people who don't watch YouTube, or vice versa. People who don't watch Instagram, they have the YouTube version as well. But I think that's a good way of using the same content, just optimizing it for the best platform.
And getting back to YouTube,
that's
where
just
like
kind
a
of
lot of
clipping
cool
up.
stuff.
Oh, sorry, John. Go ahead.
Sorry, Josh. But yeah, that's just getting it back to YouTube. Like, get everything back to YouTube and your channel and your videos and in your past stuff and your whole algorithm of stuff that you have and all the cool stuff that's on YouTube, not just Instagram.
But even then, you don't want to like be posting too much like the better clips, because then you're kind of like taking a little bit away from your full length section.
But you can do reels on YouTube the same you can do on Instagram. As like, I mean, a lot of people do. Kelso's do it a lot. Kelso's, I mean, like a lot of my YouTube is, especially if I'm on my phone, YouTube Shorts. It's a lot of Kelso stuff, like just bam, 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 and it just links back to their page, and then you get to watch the whole video. Like it just reaches like people like that. I like that way of doing stuff.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be the right formula. How you explained it, Austin, definitely.
Wait, Josh, can you? Someone in chat says like there are not a lot of views on YouTube. Is that right? That's still a thing. People are not watching the YouTube stuff.
Not a lot of views on YouTube. Probably not like you're
not like it used to be.
It wasn't like it was during COVID.
No, not even that. I'm saying like 2010, like when people put a section out, that was where all your views went. Obviously, because there was you weren't using Instagram the same way. But now when you post a full length section, you're not even getting a tenth of the views.
No, I don't know, because I wasn't doing YouTube until last year when we were doing the RBISF street edits. But I mean, if they have nowhere else to view the content, they're gonna go to YouTube. I mean, if
Mhm.
I think more people watch YouTube than they watch TV. Like when I get home, the first thing I do, I turn on my TV and I go to YouTube. Like I don't
Yeah,
go to
same.
Netflix or Hulu because it's all
Same.
the same boring content.
Same.
No, I think
Exactly.
that's right, but I also think that a lot of people maybe get all of their skating media through Instagram.
And yeah, you know what? You're right, but I feel like the best way to do it,
Fact.
what I started noticing is when people post it on their story and then they have the link where you could just click right there right away. Because not a lot of people want to go to the person's page,
Yeah.
then go to their bio, then do this. So what I've started noticing better is when people post anything that has to do with YouTube, they'll put the little link below.
Yeah,
Yeah,
USD
And I
needs to
think
get
that's the
together.
best way to do it.
And I don't think YouTube's slacking on views. It might be slacking on rollerbladers who are watching rollerblading.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
what
that-
we're
that-
talking about.
Yeah, I
right
was.
now.
Oh, I didn't mean YouTube. Like
thought you meant YouTube
the
as a platform.
No. I meant rollerblading for like actual the folding sections.
Yeah, either way. I mean, it's such a niche sport. I mean, the biggest channels are like, Jump Street Podcast. How many subscribers do you have on Jump Street, Austin?
I don't know, 14, 15,000, something like that.
Yeah, and I think Tom Moist probably has he's probably one of the biggest, and he doesn't even put out edits. He just puts out funny content. He probably has like 20,000 subscribers. I mean, that's got to be probably the biggest channel in rollerblading. I mean, there's not a lot of it out there, and like half the a very small fraction of your subscribers are even going to be watching your content every day. But I don't know. I don't think there's nowhere else to put it. So I don't know where else you're going to put it.
Well, it
I
depends.
want you to put it on YouTube. I'm saying it doesn't have the same draw that it did before because they're going to be watching on Instagram or they're not going to have the attention span to watch a full length.
Yeah, well, the views are different too. If you're comparing the same exact video, if it's a longer video, it's going to get more views on YouTube compared to Instagram. Or if it's a shorter video, your reel is probably going to get more views than a short on YouTube. But you're going to get more views on Instagram, generally speaking, because if you post a 5-second clip, a 10-second clip, it's easier for someone to sit through 5-10 seconds compared to a 5-minute or 20-minute video that won't count as a view or like won't keep the retention of the viewer. So it doesn't count as a
very
view.
important, the retention, because you'll get more views on Instagram, but you can go to I can look at my analytics on my channel and I can see what's the average view time for our podcast, and it's about 25 to 30 minutes, which is amazing. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are the best people in the chat and the people that tune into the podcast. It's hard to keep somebody's attention for a long time, and retention is what's most important. So you may get less views on YouTube, but you're gonna get longer engagement, and the people that are watching it are actually enjoying it and getting something out of it other than just flipping. Every time you flip up, that's another view. That's another view. That's another view.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of what I'm saying is like if you are watching skating on Instagram, you might get your fill of skating just by swiping through into where you may not even have the urge to go to YouTube and look for a full length video to watch.
Yep.
Yeah, and it might also have to. But I mean, at least, like rollerblading is a older generation thing now. It's although there are a lot of youngins coming up, but we still got that older generation that appreciate the long form content and stuff like that. Like when I look at the analytics for our viewers, it's like 80% people from 35 to 45, and then like from like 18 to 25, it's like 5% and like 1% female. Thank you, ladies out there who are watching. I appreciate you. It's probably Aaron sitting next to John watching it on her phone.
He's out in the living room.
1% female viewer.
Hell yeah, AG.
And Keaton's watching too, so that's 2%.
Hey,
Oh.
Keaton's always watching the podcast. She might splash in a little bit, like there's a pool in here or something like that, but it's just a podcast.
But Austin, how many skate sections, like full length skate sections, have you had? Do you know?
Ooh,
Not many.
what?
I mean, less than 10 probably.
Well, that'll make this next question easy. What was your favorite one? Which one meant the most to you? Which one did you enjoy making? You like to go back and watch. Which one has which one really sticks in your head?
I almost always look back at my section and find something cringe about something. That's like how critical I am. I said this so many times before recently. I'm hoping that my section in Plastic Pushers that comes out next week or 2 weeks from now is that section that I'm 100% proud of. And I won't look back at any of the tricks and be like, oh, I wish I did this different or better. I feel like for the first time in 30 years, my skating is dialed in the most it's ever been. So my skating is always refined. The last few sections I put out, they were cool, I guess, but there's always something that it didn't feel complete. They all felt like 70, 80%. I think the Plastic Pushers one will be like in the 90s percent wise that I'm satisfied with. So hopefully that's the one that I can answer that question with.
Now, will you be in Winter Clash for the premiere?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, that's cool. I would agree that
Yeah.
your skating is incredibly fine tuned, but what's your top
But-
what's your top tea kettle game like these days?
I haven't done one in forever.
That's
I don't know.
what I was
Actually, when I was writing factions, because they have the flat back sole plate,
Mm.
I was like, oh shit, I haven't done any rough rinds in a long time. And I did a couple tea kettles just to like do it. I don't know. I haven't had the urge to do them in a long time. I'm sure I still can. I don't know.
I
Haven't
was
done them in
thinking
a
when I
while.
was saying like your older sections, you top tea kettle off that really high out ledge, the one on the left side.
Yeah, left side. Yeah.
Jeez, that was the gnarliest top tea kettle. You know what I'm talking about?
The truth one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was in. No, it wasn't in the true. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. You're talking about the one that I grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was
That
maybe
was
the
truth
truth.
when
or
you had
something.
those blue Broskows, right?
I don't remember the skates, but
Mm.
I remember the trick now. I thought you were talking about a different one, but yeah, that one
Well,
was.
I'm thinking of the one. Shoot, what else is done on that ledge? It's a super high white, I think, out ledge
No,
With-
to a nice drop.
it's like a cement
Yeah.
color.
Is it the one that I true topsoul?
Yeah, the one you true top soul.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about then. Yeah.
Whew,
Yeah.
top
We
tea
went back to
kettle.
that ledge not too long ago, and it's like no one touched it probably since that day. So it's like dry as shit. Like you can still skate it, but you have to like start it from scratch again, like waxing it and breaking it in and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yeah,
I
that
do
ledge is
think
nice.
your new section coming up is going to be very good because we've been regularly pulling up your Instagram clips on the podcast whenever we're going through Instagram, and they're nice. You've been-
Sick. I appreciate
thanks
that.
for
Very nice.
Yeah, thanks for the content. They're
appreciate
dialed
that.
in. I mean, style's top notch. The tricks are cool. The one you did recently where you did like a set slide switch up, you like
Yeah.
grinded
bank.
rail to the bank, and I had
Yeah,
never
yeah.
seen anybody do like that type of set slide switch up. That was sick.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
know what
thanks, man. That's
what
cool.
I enjoyed a lot about that was everybody did everything on those ledges, and you just did a whole different thing, made that whole
Mhm.
spot look more unique by doing those set slides. So I was like, oh, that's pretty tight.
Yeah. I'm not like much of a. I mean, we'll have fun on the down ledge, but like boxes and P rails and stuff really ain't my thing. Like that's not where I would say that I shine or whatever. So if I can find something else to skate, I'll focus on that instead.
Whenever you're skating in New York, or whenever you were skating in New York, I feel like there's a lot of ledges in New York. Is that kind of where that comes from? Your ledge skating? I know there's rails there, but there's got to be a ton of ledges. I mean, yeah, rails, ledges. What do you think? Like, which one did you like more? And I don't mean now. I mean, kind of more back in the day.
I used to generally skate ledges more than rails. Rails used to scare me, but as I've gotten older, I get fucked up more on ledges than rails.
Mhm.
So even though I don't have a
Mhm.
lot of tricks on rails, I'm not like John over here who could just destroy a down rail easy.
Yeah, right, dude.
You,
What are you
you
talking
kidding me?
about? Hey,
You skate a down
didn't
rail
even
like
mention-
it's
hey, watch a Goodfellas edit with you and Brosco Butter TV. Shout out.
you will
You-
100% school
you-
me
you
on a
killed
down rail
crazy.
any day.
All right, Austin
But-
comes to Texas versus John on down rail. It's
Dude,
gonna be
John,
sick.
yeah, John is a down
I
rail
know.
skater. He could teach a master class in it.
It's so
Exactly.
I've
That's
seen
what I'm
that
saying. I've
before.
never been like that type of person on a rail before, but I do enjoy them more. I get less hurt on them. I always fuck up my wrist on ledges. I remember when I was filming my by the slice section, I purposely stopped skating ledges because I kept falling on them and I was just you're banging your wrist on the ledge every
Yeah.
time you fall on the ledge. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna skate rails. A rail, you just grab it. And it's
Exactly.
like, yeah, you don't get hurt doing that. So
And
it's
then you
like-
got stairs, like you got wide
stairs-
stairs, you got
yep,
short
stairs are
stairs,
safe.
you got ways to feel safe. It's just stair rails have always been safe to me because exactly the same thing. It's just you could grab it, and then
Mhm.
you could also have wide or short stairs, or just different ways to fall. Stair ride now that you have flat.
yeah, I don't
Rocker's
get
great too. Like I mean, just
these
all of
guys
it's
are-
good. Yeah.
These guys are like super chill sessions on ledges. Like, oh, that's probably like your most fun thing to skate, right, Jose?
that's
Oh,
Jose
right.
all day.
To me, I
Yeah.
get so worked just skating even the most like basic ledge. It's such a commitment to be like, am I gonna try an alley topside on this, or am I gonna save myself and maybe we'll be able to skate a down rail
Yeah,
or
we'll go-
something a
we'll
little
go-
safer?
Yeah, we'll go street skating. And we're like, oh, this is a Jose spot. And we got Brady posted up in the background. Then we go to another spot. Oh, this is definitely a Brady spot. Jose
Yeah.
chilling in the background. We can
And
never
that's-
find a spot we can just all skate together.
No,
That's what's
why
cool
we
about
work-
skating
that's
with the
why we
crew
work
though. You each
together.
got your own niches.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
We do the same thing too. Like you go to a spot and be like I'll be like, oh, that's a Justin Brosco spot right there, and they'll be like, oh, that's an Austin spot, and you
Yeah.
literally just go to the spot, sit down, be like, okay, you got this. You done? All right, cool. Next spot.
Is an outdoor
sure.
gym.
Which is great. Like that's what we have our group chat for. Is Brady was sending spots that he wants to hit. Jose, I mean, just everybody's just like we all send in spots that we kind of think that are good, and some spots are good for everybody, but it's very hard to find spots for everybody because
John, you
everybody's
rattling,
creative.
Are you rattling your? You're rattling.
We-
your-
What is that over there?
Sometimes, hey,
Look at my medals.
self glaze on that, self glaze on that. This is all Aaron's. This is all Aaron's trophy stuff.
Oh,
I'm just rattling Aaron. Hey, shout out to Aaron. She's winning all these ribbons and shit.
damn.
That's funny. I did
You
want
know what I did.
to. I wanted to talk a little bit about y'all's podcast. Is this the first time you've ever been on that side of the podcast? Have you done any other people's podcasts?
I did the
Podcasts?
wheel scene
Podcasts?
one platform.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And like COVID, everyone had a podcast, so I was doing all those, but none of them exist anymore. But
Yeah,
I
David's
think
cool too.
we jumped in and started doing this at a really good time because I think Jump Street was y'all were kind of slowing down. I want to talk to you about that. And Biz took a year off. He wasn't really putting out any content. And I feel like we jumped in and, kind of filled a void at just the right time. There wasn't a lot of competition for this type of content, which was nice. But, not that I don't want, Biz is back. His stuff is great. Why did Jump Street kind of start to slow down? I mean, y'all had a long run.
yeah, no, we're still going too and everything. It's just we're like more selective about the episodes we do now because we were doing every week, sometimes twice a week for like 4 years, 5 years straight, something like that.
Yeah.
And traveling, like I was just talking with John about before, like we were traveling to doing podcasts live at like Winter Clash or like a Woodward or Blading Cup and all these things. So we were like grinding heavy. And I thought when we started Jump Street, when we were talking about having guests on, I'm like, there's not that many people in skating. I feel like after a year, we're going to run out of people. And we luckily were able to carry on for multiple years. And I think it's been 7-8 years right now.
Damn.
But now we got to the point where like we're more selective about the episodes we do. We don't want to just crank out an episode just for the sake of having a new episode posted. So that's what we're doing now. And it has been harder to schedule. The fact that you get all four of you together is fucking crazy. Props to you guys. But like between me and Billy, and then like if we have someone else on, like we're all in different time zones too. It's like so hard. We have like 3 people lined up, and then they all would like bail on us or something like that, and it would be like, oh fuck this, and then we would just like take 2 weeks off and do whatever. But that's where we're at now with Jump Street, and yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, you said it is hard, and I want to really, like I always say this, I want to thank Jose and Brady for always showing up, John always showing up. I couldn't do this without y'all. But yeah, getting guests on, time zones, finding people, and yeah, doing it for 8 years. I mean, who haven't you talked to? Oh, that's a good question. Is there anybody you ever wanted to have on the podcast that said no or you weren't able to get?
Man,
Yeah, I got
dude, you're burning my list over here, man. I've already scratched off fucking 17 questions. Come on, man. It's a quick I scratched off 17. How do I scratch off 17 if I only got 6 questions? You tell me.
I'll make this easy. Who do you think I'm gonna say for this? I feel like it's pretty obvious. The main
What was
one.
the question, John?
Hold on. Let's think about this. Because
What
first
was
of
the
all,
question?
thank you for having Haffy do narration over his own section, because that's the greatest gift ever given to rollerblading. God, I love that so much. Oh man. God.
Here,
You had Shima.
what about, have you had Dustin Latimer?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Sean-
that's the one. Obviously,
Damn,
that's
Yeah.
that's like obviously that's like the main one. That's not gonna happen. I mean, there's other people too. I would love to have Takeshi on.
Oh, that'd be
Takeshi would be sick.
I
Yeah.
asked him and he ignored me.
Latimer's gonna be on here next
Rocky
week
would
if you
be
want to call
sick.
in.
Yeah, we got Latimer. We got Latimer as our next guest.
Yeah, he's in town.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Was it that you asked him and he said no, or he just didn't reply, or what? Was
Yeah,
it?
I mean, you gotta like everybody always is like Latimer. Like whenever we ask and people just comment that they want him in, and I get it, he's like the GOAT, especially after we had Shima on, because that was so epic. No one heard of Shima or heard from Shima in like 5 or 6 years at that point when we had him on. So and that was like an incredible episode. He was like inspiring. He's great at talking on camera. Like he was the fucking man. Shima's the man. And then after that, I was like Latimer, and you're like, I think Billy definitely asked him, because Billy actually knows Dustin. I don't know Dustin like that. I met him before, but I'm not like boys with him or anything. And he like respectfully declined from what Billy told me. And what else can you do about that? Like, you know, you got to just leave it what it is. You can't force someone to be on a podcast because they're not going to enjoy it, and the viewers aren't going to enjoy it either. What if you had Dustin Latimer on and everyone's like, yes, Dustin, and he just like didn't want to talk? Like that would suck.
He just wants to talk about drifting.
Yeah, like what? Like
talk about like driving like fast.
So I don't get why people like press it all the time. It would be cool, yes, to have Dustin on, but that's only if Dustin was like in the mindset, like, yeah, this is sick. Like I'm really into skating again. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna have fun. So that's the only time we would have Dustin on the show, and that's not how he has been. So we got to respect that.
Yeah, I guess Latimer's not going to do commentary on his words section.
Yeah, he's never been like that talkative of a guy anyway, even back in the day, you know?
Yeah, I was surprised by the Shima interview because what you normally saw of him, you kind of just like had an idea of what he was. And I've been around him in some ways, and it's just like, okay, he's a really cool. He was so articulate and, like you said, inspiring. Like at the end of it, I was being like, oh fuck yeah, rollerblade. Like it was just a really interesting kind of dive through everything. You didn't just talk about like why'd you quit or all that. It was he really took you through his time in rollerblading and gave you a perspective that otherwise you would never know.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's like for us, I like to call ourselves boomer skaters, all us like 30, 40-year-old skaters. Like we want to hear those stories from people who didn't necessarily have like a platform back then. Because in the 2000s, skating wasn't on TV, so you weren't getting like ESPN X Game interviews or anything like that. What was there? Daily Bread. That's kind of it, but that's not like someone talking. That's just some words that you're reading. You could take that any way you wanted. Like there's no personality behind that. And besides that, you're just watching GL clips on a DVD. That's it, So it's just cool having those people have an opportunity to talk about those stories, not from what they remember.
Well, here in Texas, we had Fox Sports South, which used to play like NIS and like ASA, like on not just ESPN, but it was like Fox Sports South, and they would play like all the old ASA and all the old NIS. So that's kind of what like grabbed me, because I went to the like 97 NIS in downtown Dallas in Deep Ellum. And then I saw this, it's like I saw everything on TV. Yeah. And that's kind of what drew me into, is like, I'm seeing this on TV, just like I'm watching basketball, just like I'm watching baseball, football, everything else. I'm getting to see the sport that I'm kind of passionate about in a little, and then it just.
But even those, like, you really didn't get a perspective from the skater. At best, you would get like an interview with the most dehydrated person you've ever seen in your life.
No, because it was like I saw Louis Zamora, I saw Jason Marshall with the backpack. I forgot what man, damn it, it was
what backpack?
You remember what backpack it was? Transpac?
Transpac, exactly. Yeah. It was a Transpac backpack.
I said that question like I was like, this guy's crazy, and then I instantly remembered the backpack.
Yeah, it was a Transpac backpack. He wore it during the contest with Louis Zamora and Josh Petty. I mean, it was just like, grew up on a good time.
I will say we had I've asked everybody that I've asked to be on the podcast has said yes, and it's really been a blessing, because I know I'm not a huge name, although I've been skating, for 30 years. My big shine was before YouTube and everything like that, and then I started filming and everything like that, but I've always wanted to still be a part of the sport. But the only person that I ever asked that just straight up said no, and it was very courteous, was Chris Farmer. And I was like, he used to live in Dallas, we were friends, he knows us, but yeah, he turned us down. But everybody else we've asked has been really nice and come on. And then some
you gotta respect people's. Yeah, you got to respect people's opinions when it comes down to it. Like, don't be mad if someone doesn't want to be on your podcast. Don't take it personal. Just like, all right, you're good.
I have to ask. So since you're like as far as you can be away in the country from Dallas, Austin, are you aware of how good Josh Navarre is, or was?
I can tell by the intro clip to this podcast.
Hey.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
very
film
nice.
that. Let's
That's
go.
very nice. Because that was, you know what I noticed? Both my clip in the old podcast, which was an older clip from John Sullivan's video, Still Moving,
You should have left it there.
is a backslide to true porn, and my new clip is a back row out of true porn. That's
Hell
really
yeah.
all I got.
On like a knee-high
All I got
ledge.
these- Shut up,
Hee
Jose.
haw, hee haw.
Shut up, motherfucker.
I didn't see you do it.
Nah, but thanks, Brady. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet.
As far as Jump Street goes, whose idea was it, and what was like y'all's inspiration behind starting a podcast?
It was Billy's idea when he was living in New York. So we were skating together all the time, and he had an idea to do a podcast, I guess, or some form of a podcast. And I wasn't really into it at all at first. I never really wanted to talk in front of a camera or like talk to people that much. I'm always super introverted. But I literally slept on it, and then like the next day I woke up and I had all these ideas. Like the creative in me came out rather than like the podcast interviewer person. And I like had all these ideas of like, oh, we'll make it like a video, because video podcasts weren't as big in 2018 as they are now. So like, oh, we can make a video, like a talk show almost. We could have, it'd be sick to hear all these people like Shima, their old stories. And then I was like, oh, we could watch sections with people and have their commentaries on it and like all this other random shit. And then I really got excited about it. And then, yeah, I was like, Billy, I'm down to do this now, because we were in New York together too. So it was like, just all came together. And we were also, because we were in New York, like the first year that we did it, there was always people in New York. Like, luckily we had that for us, that when we were doing podcasts here in my office, the room that I'm in now, every week there was somebody visiting or someone from New York who was like some sort of name that we could have on the show. And it just like worked out that way. We were lucky for that. If we were in the middle of nowhere, some random town, that wouldn't have been as easy. But it was cool having to do that. And yeah, it was definitely Billy's idea originally.
I went back whenever we started this podcast. It had a pretty rough start. Shit, it had a pretty rough start today. I mean, it happens. And that's one thing with doing a live stream. You never know what's going to happen. But, you know, it's fun. That's why I like it. The chat is very lenient on us and doesn't give me too much of a hard time. But, so I went back when we started. And if you go back to our very first episode, it's completely different. So I went back, like, once we kind of got this going and watched the very first Jump Street podcast episode to kind of see y'all's evolution and how y'all started, because it didn't start off super polished like it is now, you know what I mean? It was cool to see kind of that evolution of it gets better over time, you know, the production gets better and everything like that. Is that kind of how you felt it went?
Yeah, no, definitely. That's cool to be able to do that. I think a lot of people will look back and be like, oh, that's cringy to see that, but it's kind of like with skate sections too. If I watch a skate section of myself 10 years ago, I'd be like, ew, what the hell was I doing there? What was I wearing? Like, what tricks was I doing? Like, I would never film that now, but it's cool to see how you evolved and how you became better at whatever it is that you do. So being able to look back on episode 1, I haven't watched episode 1 since we aired it, but I'm sure it's pretty cringy. I'm sure it's really bad. At the time, like I said, I was always super introverted. So part of the reason why I was down to do Jump Street also was because I was like, this is a good exercise for me to kind of learn how to express myself and talk with people and be less shy and nervous and all this shit. And it probably worked. I haven't watched those beginning episodes, but I'm sure I fucking sucked. You know, I'm still not that good now, but I'm saying like I'm definitely better than I was then. And I'm happy that it is different and is better. Because if you watched that first episode and it was the same, then we weren't doing it right, you know?
Going back, I'm really surprised to hear that it was Billy's idea. And
Why?
I love Billy O'Neill, but it seemed like you were the person that had the form. You had like a structure. You were there to do a podcast, and it kind of, I don't know how to say it's like Billy is hanging out, and he is there to have fun.
Kind of like us.
way.
It's like us with Josh. It's
Yeah.
exactly. It's me, Brady, and Jose. We just kick it back.
Yeah, I gotta wrangle everybody in.
Josh got
Let's
to
get
do
it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems like that's what you were doing. You had like the clean camera always. Like it seemed like.
But
Well,
I think
it's
But it makes sense a lot though what you just told us. He's the
Yeah,
one that came up with the plan and the thought, and you
Yeah.
came up with the ideas. Like you said, you thought
That's
about it
cool.
overnight, and then the next day you were like, "Yo, all right, since we're in it, I want to do this, and that." And he was probably like, "Oh shit, yeah, I was thinking about just talking to people, but yeah, you got some cool ideas."
Yeah,
So
no,
I-
Billy definitely has like a lot of ideas too, and he definitely brought a lot to the table as well. I'm just like the technical side of it, I guess, which probably just shows more than him as like the host as well, you know, like because I'm like the Josh, you know, I'm like if the stream goes down, it's me fixing it, and it's like all on me. It's like, oh, Austin's doing a lot of work, you know, whatever. But what else? What are you gonna do? You know,
Was Billy
I'm in charge of the
yelling at you
audio
and
video.
getting mad at you like these guys do whenever I mess up?
When you say these guys, you mean Jose?
what?
That could be the video. Use guys, use
Use
freaking
guys.
guys.
Hey,
God damn you.
as far as you know, kind of y'all's roles in the podcast, did y'all ever have any disputes on like direction or kind of how y'all wanted to do it, or did y'all pretty much have the same idea for it, or did y'all ever, you know, get into discussions about the direction and everything?
Yeah, no matter what you do with someone else, any kind of partnership, you're gonna have disputes or some sort of like friction. We have had that, but it hasn't been anything major. We might have had like different concepts for an episode and disagreed on something, and then we just left it at that and moved on. But for the most part, in general, we've had the same ideas, same ideology. We're pretty similar. Like we both grew up in New York skating. We've been friends for like 20 whatever years, so we're pretty similar people. It's easy for us to generally be on the same path of what we want to do with the show.
Yeah, that's good. Every time I create something new, I get yelled at, which reminds me about. There's
Wait,
no audio.
oh,
But
man, damn it. Wrong, terrible timing.
Hey.
Quick six with John
Very
Sullivan.
terrible.
Sorry, Brady. We'll come back to you. John, you want to
Yeah,
explain the
whatever.
rules?
Dude, I didn't have anything for tonight.
Are you kidding me?
Get out of here.
Yeah, right. You know I got it.
Oh my
shit.
goodness.
The way things are going tonight, I was ready for that to be like the truth.
Yeah, this is my little corny bit I do. It's a quick six. I give you 6 questions. It'd be cool if you can answer within like 6 to 10 seconds.
Damn,
Why
he
is it
told,
4 extra
he,
seconds?
he told me you better have him next.
I
You
mean,
better have him
it's
in
just
the
I
next 6
said
seconds.
3
man.
seconds for me.
He
We'll
was
say
like,
6
yo, it's
seconds,
cool
but-
if you could get it. in 6
Yeah, we'll let it
seconds.
slide this
Whenever you
time.
got time, man, you can text it to me if you want.
Hey, we're gonna go number 1 though. What is more New York City? The original FR or Be Unique?
I'm gonna say Be Unique just because that's more my generation. We lasted a little bit longer than FR did.
Okay,
I
I
love
get
to be
you.
unique back in the day.
Great question, dude.
Be
Yeah, it was
unique.
good. That
is a good
Be
question.
unique
I like
does the
that one.
shit.
Yeah. I love both of them for sure. Number 2, which video would you say is better? Truth 1, Truth 2.
Oh, I guess 2.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
do you now?
I'm not confident on that.
was
I'm not
last.
confident on that, but I will say that.
Because it had Montre. No, it's just-
It was more
I
diverse.
swear
That's why
to
I'm saying it's
God.
more diverse. So we had Mike, we had Montre in it. So I think it was cool to have them on board too.
Get you. Number 3. This is kind of a longer question. Besides Tom's Restaurant, which is Monk's Diners from Seinfeld, what other restaurant would you recommend for an out of towner that really likes to go to like this thing I see on TV?
That's funny because Tom's Restaurant, like if you go to eat at Tom's Restaurant, you're not
It's
eating
the
at
way
Monk's from
it's-
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
That's like the first place that like everybody wanted to go when we went to New York.
And they're like,
Really?
What the hell is this
Tom's
place?
Restaurant. Let's go
Yeah,
to
so the
Tom's.
show
I'm
was
like,
filmed on a set.
I
right?
love Seinfeld, but I was like, I didn't want to go to the restaurant really.
You
But
just go and take a picture in front of it. You don't go in and eat it. I've never been
I
in.
want some big
I'm a
salad.
massive
You've never been
Seinfeld
to
fan.
Tom's?
I'm a massive Seinfeld fan. I've never been inside Tom's. I've taken pictures outside, but yeah, I used to go to Seinfeld trivia with Mike Torres and Justin Brodsky.
Yes,
that's
Mike,
Seinfeld nerd I
yeah.
am.
Sick.
we linked up with Mike. He told me a lot about Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. But
Yeah,
okay, number 5.
Well, I
I'm
mean, I
sorry.
don't.
This is gonna be number 4
He didn't
because
answer.
He didn't answer.
I didn't answer. I don't know.
Well, your 10 seconds are up.
I think my explanation.
You told him that or where. He hasn't answered where.
I don't even have an answer for where. Like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
famous.
where's the famous spot we're going?
'Cause I
Luke's
wouldn't even have
Diner,
thought
man.
of Tom's in the
Get
first
a
place.
chopped cheese.
I would just say get pizza. Go to like Joe's on 14th or something like that.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, number 4. Do you have any want or do you have a want to ever shoot or make another skate video?
No.
No.
Only because I know what it would take to get done, and that's not happening with a bunch of 40-year-olds who have full-time jobs and kids and families.
That's what I'm
If
thinking.
it was like
Yeah.
back in the day, I would 100% do that. Yeah, if I was 20 years old still and had all the time in the world with all my friends who were full-time skaters, like I would 100% do that. But it's just not realistic in any way. When people ask me about a true 3, I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, and just move on.
Okay, number 5, we got Valo Cool Snake or the Amol Rez.
The cool snakes.
The two
Not
you
the
like
Mad
the two-
Mongooses?
is that the is that what the mongoose was?
Yeah, it was like the red version of the cool
Mhm.
snakes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Teal
Mad
one-
Mongoose.
Teal one
I
was
don't
better.
even remember.
Oh, that's
when.
why I just said Amol Reds. They were both Amol collabs, right?
I'd rather see the Amor Bailey skate.
Oh,
Was it a Bailey skate? They did another
The
Amor that
Venom?
wasn't the cool snake. Yeah.
Wait, the loco
Was it-
ones? The black, gray, and yellow?
Didn't Amor do like?
I thought
Yeah,
the
weren't the
Amol
denim
was
ones
both the
Amol?
Cool Snakes and the Abra.
The denim ones? Yeah, those were. I think they were Amol.
I think Amor
I think
did
those were
some,
sick.
like-
The
the
black
black
denim ones were sick. Yeah,
the
those were
black
sick.
denim
as
ones
fuck.
were the best Valo skate that they ever made.
Dude, those
I had the
black,
blue
gray, and
denim.
yellow
but the
logos
black
were
denim were the
sick.
best.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
and
cool
then
snakes for me.
number 6, you already answered it. I guess if you recommended Joe's, but I said best pizza place in New York if you were a Ninja Turtle.
The Ninja Turtle.
And
Yeah,
you went to series. You went to series, which I watch. Of course, I watch Dave
Yeah.
48. His spiel about pizza, but that pizza actually does really look great. Like
it was phenomenal. I want to go back so bad. I never had
Sure.
pizza that tasted like that before in my life,
looks
and I would
so
100%
good.
go back and not have to
I want that
bum it
cold
off
fire. I
somebody.
want that. Yeah, I want that burnt bottom.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That's
But yeah,
cool.
for a Ninja Turtle, I would say Joe's too, because right now Joe's, it changes from year to year. My favorite pizza in the city, but my favorite regular cheese slice is Joe's on 14th Street, specifically the 14th Street one. The other ones suck in comparison, but because the Ninja Turtles, they just get the regular cheese pizza anyway. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm not going to recommend a grandma or a Sicilian or anything
Yeah.
like that to them.
So I've never been to New York, and I always wondered, like, do people in New York have like a super offense, like pride in a Ninja Turtle? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Pride in the
Turtles
Ninja
are so
Turtles.
dope.
No,
Like, I would be like,
I
I
love
would
the
be
Ninja
like,
Turtles.
you know,
It's
how
Spider-
like see
it's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
Have
bro.
you seen part 1? Have
On
you
that
seen
level,
part 2?
like, is it on that level? It should be.
No, but I remember like being
Unfortunate.
I remember being a kid at the Bronx Zoo, like five or something years old, and I remember like walking around the zoo with my family, and they have I don't know if it's still there. They had a sewer cap on the floor, and it said "Home of the Ninja Turtles," home of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was so young, I was like, I want to wait for the Ninja Turtles to come back. I want to meet them. So I remember specifically it might have been one of my first memories ever. I remember my mom waiting with me at that sewer cap while the rest of my family went to go see the penguins or whatever. I don't know. And we waited there for like 15 minutes, and she was like, "They're not coming." And I'm like, "Okay." And we walked away.
That is awesome. I was just recently I was hiking through this creek, and it had this random manhole coming out of the middle of the creek, and someone had really well painted all 4 Ninja Turtles along it, like really well
Sick.
done, all color, all 4 of them. It was super dope, super cool fun. But if I was in New York, I'd be dressing up and walking around as Casey Jones every day.
I will say something really sick. So, because we were talking about the podcast Jump Street before in the beginning. So, like the first few episodes, a few years, we did it here live in person because Billy was living in New York. And our thing was we would always get pizza for our guests when they showed up because a lot of them were from out of town. So we would be like, "Hey, come here." We would buy pizza every single time for them. They would love it. Then we'd have the show, yada, yada. And Mike Torres was like, "Yo, I have an idea for an intro that you should do." He's like, every time you have a guest here, when you have the pizza, go outside and film them eating it on the corner and then remake the Secret of the Ooze intro where it shows everybody on the street eating pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine doing that with all of our guests, like say like the first 20 guests we had, and that would be the intro to Jump Street Podcast. And I'm like, that's fucking genius. And then it just obviously never happened, but that would have been such a cool idea from Stars.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Our early
We
ones.
used to
I
get
gotta-
pizza in the beginning.
Exactly.
When we first started doing the
We
show.
did. We
We'd
did.
get pizza and we'd
Exactly.
eat it. I don't know why that stopped.
Yo,
We
speaking
scared.
of pizza, I got a silly question. So I saw you on the Jumbo podcast with the boys eating Jumbo trip. I saw you eating pizza with them, and I don't know if you saw at the end they did a shoey
Yeah.
with beer.
Yeah.
What would you if you had to choose? Let's say you were out at a New York pizza shop and your pizza fell on the ground and you had 5 seconds to pick it up, or would
No.
you drink a beer off your skate after skating 2 hours? Which one would you do?
Well, Austin don't drink.
It's crazy because
Okay,
my answer is I would drink. It was no.
A
It's
choice
crazy
of
because
your
my
drink.
answer is I would drink the beer out of the shoe. That's how badly I don't want to eat anything off the floor in the streets of New York.
Bro, I
The
saw some.
garbage is on the
I-
You
sidewalks.
never know. You got 5 seconds. 5 second rule, bro.
No,
No,
dude,
no,
no. There's
no,
there's
rules
rats
there.
the size of
It's a
footballs
joke.
there.
Yo, it's
NFL footballs. There's these rats that are the same
yeah.
size.
If you drop a slice, Pizza Rat's gonna come and take that shit and run down to the
sure.
one train.
Did y'all see
Leonard
the video
is
of
there.
the
He-
rack in the
He's
pizza?
got the A train. He's cutting.
Yeah.
Here,
Leonard
Brady,
got the
whenever I
intro.
jumped into quick six, you
Yeah,
seemed
I had a question
disappointed.
about
I'm sorry.
the,
I just want to say, I wanted to get it in because we kind of waited too long. I didn't want us to ask any of John's questions, so I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Which Freddie
I
did.
knew no one had my question.
Scribbles.
Okay,
My bad.
my question was the pizza rat. No. So with the podcast, like I appreciate that you guys ask actual questions that maybe are not always polite conversation for the public, because you guys are still involved in the industry. You have partnerships and relationships and all that kind of stuff. Did you and Billy ever have like a direct conversation of like, hey, we're gonna ask questions that are a little under, that maybe people don't want to answer sometimes?
We usually we ask all our guests before we go on, is there anything you don't want to talk about? They tell that's like the ground rules pretty much. And if they say nothing, everything's up for grabs, then it's fair game.
Yeah, and thank you for that.
That's what it is. If it's something that they don't want to answer, they shouldn't have said they don't want to not talk about anything. But no, it hasn't really, as far as I know, it hasn't ever been an issue that we've asked something and somebody was like, didn't want to talk about it. Or if they didn't want to talk about it, they answered it in a way where we were just like, okay, like go somewhere a completely different direction because they're not comfortable talking about it, whatever. But is there any examples that you could think of offhand where that happened? Because I can't think of any.
Julian bought his story of how he got kicked off of Razors. He went
loved
into
it,
full
though.
detail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why I was expecting you guys to just like not address real issues within the industry, but I remember being surprised, being like, oh damn, they're really going all the way in on Andy and how this whole situation works behind the scenes, and kind of some like not so flattering depictions of the Razors team riders and that house situation.
Yeah, but that's like, it's Andy and Razors,
Yeah.
it's there's no one holds back with that. And I was surprised last year when all that shit happened with Andy that nobody like went back to all the Jump Street episodes where people talk shit about Andy and Razors and made like a compilation, because we had at least 5 or 6 episodes of former Razors riders, or maybe not even only former Razor riders, but people who just were involved in some way, all had some shit to say about Andy and Razors, and it's out to the public on their episodes. So
I think y'all even brought it up on one of the episodes of like, I feel like we've been spending 2 weeks on just Andy.
yeah, it's like we don't try to do it. It just
just
it comes
people
up.
kept coming on and being like, this is how Andy fucked my life up.
Yeah, exactly. Or had some sort of funny story.
Yeah.
Julian's was hilarious though. That was
Yeah, man.
you know how Julian is. Julian's like, he's outgoing anyway, so he had like a good way to tell the story.
And who knows, like, I don't know where the truth lies in it, because it was just such a bizarre series of events. But man, what a good person to tell that story.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I'm happy he did that.
When that whole Andy thing happened at Winter Clash, I believe it was, we were still doing the stream in Carrier Skate Shop, and Fritz had specifically asked
you were
us,
being a little wuss.
well,
dude.
let me tell the story. Fritz had specifically asked me for us not to bring that up because he has a skate shop. It's it was my stream and us at the time. Fritz was kind of stepping back. He did not want us to talk about the Andy controversy because it was in his skate shop and he didn't want to be associated with it. So I tell Jose, we all beg Jose, don't bring it up. As soon as we go live, this fool brings it up.
I want y'all to know, I ain't skating Razors
man,
no more.
Fritz was doing it out of his own. Fritz was doing it because he said, I do business with Razors, blah, blah, blah. And then
Which is fair.
which is fair because we do it at his shop. But I was just like, but I also do skate for Razors, and I want to say my opinion. And he was like, no, you can't. And I was like, why can't I say fuck Andy?
You
But
could say
I
it
mean,
on
I
your
guess
own.
whatever.
You skate
my
for
whole thing
Razors,
was,
Jose?
like, just say it, post it on your stream. But
Go
I was
live on
trying
Instagram
to, I
right
was
now.
trying to respect Fritz because he was giving us the space.
Yeah.
You know, he was providing us with a cool backdrop, letting us do it in the shot. It was just, it was just a funny story. Jose's got no filter. Although
Man,
sometimes
but
I
I told y'all too. I was like, man, I'm
knew it
gonna
was
say
coming.
it once we're live. I'm like, either have me on the podcast or I'm gonna just say it. And once we're live, I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah, I
And
kinda
I didn't
figured.
say anything. I just said,
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing wrong. I just said, hey man, sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna be skating for Razors anymore.
Yeah, and
That's it.
I
And
knew
then
he was
I
gonna.
never said nothing bad. I
knew it was coming. So it wasn't.
Yeah.
If I really didn't want it to be said, I would have told him just step out. Although, would you really put your foot down that hard, Jose? You had to say it that bad, or you weren't gonna be
Man.
on the
Hey, let's
stream?
relitigate this right
I
now
had a-
in
I had a-
2026.
I had a few drinks in me, and you guys kept bullying me into not expressing what I really felt about the situation. So I was like, man, fuck y'all then.
Yeah,
But-
I thought of that whenever he talked about kind of asking people what they don't want to talk about, because you do have to have that conversation with people. Make sure you don't bring up something. I
Yeah.
love whenever I talk to a guest and they're like, we can talk about anything. I'm like, oh, so I'll go, baby.
How much do they pay you for this? Hey, I imagine like you guys pick your guests and you have an idea of who you want. Maybe it's based on like who's in town at the time or whatever it may be. Do people ever hit you up to be like, can I be on the podcast?
Yeah, it's it happens. Sometimes they're a very small percentage, but sometimes it's someone who we do want to talk to and be like, oh, we were thinking about having you on anyway. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, it's just weird, I think, asking to be on a podcast. Like, hey, you should have me on sometime.
Yeah,
I just think that's weird. I don't know. That's
I
just
don't
me.
know if that's like just a me thing or you're saying, yeah, I would just feel so uncomfortable being like,
Exactly.
you weren't thinking of me already, so let me put the idea into your head. Like,
And that could be it too. I mean, maybe it's like there's a lot of people who skate and are in the industry. It's
But
easy
you're
to
not.
overlook somebody.
but that comes
Yeah,
down to that's the luck of the
hey,
draw, baby.
Yeah.
I say you send his ass a lemonade emoji because that's thirst. If you send him that, I send him back a
Yeah,
lemonade
you really
emoji.
want to go all in every episode. You put
Lemonade
the big
ass.
lemon the big lemon head of whoever asked to
You
be on
want
the
to be a
podcast that
lemonade?
week.
You want to be a lemonade ass?
But I've been hit up for people asking to come on and talk about something, and that I don't mind if you got something going on, something you want to promote. But other than that, like Austin hit me up. He was like, Josh, can I please be on RBISF
please.
podcast? I was like, I don't know if we have time for you, dog. I guess we can squeeze you in.
That's some heat.
I'm just kidding.
That's
You're
some
not
heat for not
joking.
having people.
Guys
on
trying to
the
throw me under the
podcast.
bus here.
Until we
Hey,
get Chris
have you-
Farmer, we're not in that level.
Have you tried?
You better bring your
Yeah, Chris
hair
Farmer
and
said
your
Chris Farmer
outfit
said
like
okay to
Chris
our podcast. I'm just saying.
What was
Have
that,
you
Austin?
tried-
I said Chris
Have you
Farmer said
tried-
yes to our
Yeah,
podcast.
he
just
sure
saying.
did.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure
was
he
a good.
did.
That was a great interview as well.
That was cool. He was like one of our first guests too. So it was like a good way to like legitimize what we were doing.
And you know what? In a way, it was almost a Latimer's interview by proxy because he did
Yeah.
have a lot of good Latimer stories.
Yeah. Well, I did also, and Billy did too, but we both asked Shane Coburn to be on the podcast because he's still like involved in skating and stuff, but he also respectfully declined. And I don't know what he said to Billy, but when I asked him, he respectfully declined and he was like, I'm just like not really down to do it right now, but feel free to ask me later on. I could change my mind. So I feel like that is kind of the closest also to having Latimer on. And not that that's the reason why I would have him on. I would want to have him on, but I'm just saying like we're talking about Dustin, so
Yeah, I could see why some people might take it personally if someone's like, I just don't want to do it. But at the same
Exactly.
time, they could just be feeling like, I don't think I'd be very good on a podcast. Maybe it could be
Exactly.
an insecurity on their part of like, I don't think I'd be that entertaining. I don't want to.
well, that's what I'm saying too. And people are like awkward on camera or
Mhm.
just not good at public speaking. People are shitting brick half the time. Like they're not used to being live in front of people, even if it is on the internet. People just get nervous and don't want to do it. Like that's completely fine too. And you don't want that because you're not going to look good. You're not going to be like your true self or a true representation of yourself if you're scared the entire time or nervous on a podcast. So
Yeah.
why would you do it?
And do you want to have that vision of you as the host trying to like pry and pull at this person that just clearly doesn't want to be interviewed?
Yeah, exactly. No way. I don't want to put anyone through that. And
Right.
it's not good for anybody. And then the
Everybody
viewers
wins.
the viewers at that point are like, oh, I thought this was going to be better. It's not it didn't meet my expectations or whatever. And like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I had my mic mute. It was kind of like we had Montre on last stream, and I was like, "So Montre, where you at?" And he's like, I ain't telling you that. I was like, oh damn, this is gonna be a good stream.
He started getting loose towards the end, though. That's what's funny.
He killed it. He told
Fucking
some really good
Montre.
stories. I gotta
Yeah,
chop
he was like,
those
"What?
up.
It's over?" Like, yeah, man.
That's how it always is. People get like nervous and scared, and then all of a sudden it's over. It's like, oh, already? Like time just flies
I
by
was just
because you get
getting
comfortable.
loose, you know?
Yeah,
Because he started answering more freely. Like in the beginning, we would ask him questions, and he was kind of more on the stiffer side. And then as time went by, and then he started reading the comments. I mean, he started reading the chat, and people asking questions and getting more interested. He started getting more loose. And then right when the time was over, he was like, "Wait, there's no more questions? Like, I got so much to talk about."
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy from someone like Montre too? Like who at a contest is the whole time like, like
Yeah.
hyping everybody up, and then he would be quiet. I don't know.
It's hard doing a live stream. And did y'all do y'all's Jump Street live, or did y'all pre-record it? I don't remember.
For what?
For Jump Street.
All of them are live. Oh, almost all of them are
Oh, they
live.
were all live. Okay, sick.
Yeah, like actually live, like how this is.
Even, I mean, this is episode 47 for us. I still get nervous every time I'm about to go live, usually because I'm
Me
afraid
too.
something's gonna go wrong. But
Yeah, me too.
and then
I
it
did the
does
same
go
thing.
wrong. Yeah, it's hard, and not everybody can do it. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it, but the like he said with Mantra reading the chat holds us down. The chat, they engage, and that really kind of loosens everybody up, and they're hilarious. So we love
Yeah.
the chat.
Yeah,
Can I ask
exactly.
a kind of a boring question, but maybe there'll be something there. Was there ever an interview that you felt you just completely botched? Like you just didn't get what you really wanted out of the guest? And not on their fault, but it just didn't work out.
We'll bleep it out.
Like it's like you have an idea of what you want something to be, and it's just like that was
Yeah.
the chance.
That definitely has happened. I'm not going to name any
Yeah, of
names
course, of
because
course.
almost all of them are like my homies and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to name any names. That 100% that's happened way more times than I would have wanted to. But
Oh, okay. Interesting.
yeah, but that's why like you learn that, and you learn from your experiences of who you want on the show in the future. When we were just starting Jump Street, we wanted like everyone on, and then we didn't realize that like some people don't want to be on or don't want to talk about the things that we think the public would want to hear about, and then that's it. At that point, it's just like, okay, we'll have you on another time, or we'll just move on to a different guest.
Did you feel the energy though, like as before the day would come? Like the way, hey, we're gonna ask you this is cool. Like
You don't feel the energy until it actually happens.
So you hit
Like,
that
yeah.
live button, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
the second
no.
you hit that live, it's crazy because like I'll say this one, and this isn't like anything bad necessarily, but this is just an example of it. In the beginning, we had Ryan Jackalone on, or was it? I think it was either Jackalone or Dave Ortega. I think it was Jackalone though. We were right here in person, so it was like kind of cool. We were all like just homies hanging out. And if anybody remembers Jackalone from like the 90s and like the FR days and everything, he was like outgoing. He was like very free. He would just say whatever he wanted. He was like very in your face, and we are like, this is going to be awesome. And then as soon as we went live, it was like quiet. And he loosened up throughout the show, but like as soon as we started, I know Billy was thinking the same thing too. Like, damn, this is like tough. And that might have been our first or one of our first like challenges. We were like, oh shit, did we have to like put in work to get Ryan to say something or talk about a story of his life or something like that. And when you're not ready for it and you have no experience, it sucks. It's like someone pulled your pants down. It's like, oh shit, and we're live. We have to do something with this. But
real quick here,
It is
guys.
what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
go
Yeah.
take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna leave it on Jose and Brady, and I'll be right back. But y'all can keep talking.
yeah, but I just want to say that the Jacqueline one was still a good episode. He did loosen up after a while, but people get scared when they're just nervous and live in front of people in the beginning.
Yeah, I was actually out when they interviewed Montre, and I thought for the first 10 or 15 minutes, I was just like, oh, I don't think he's going to want to talk. And then, like they said, he opened up and everything was all cool. But for the first 10 minutes, it was like, I don't think he's going to want to open up at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's rough and it's like that.
Yeah, because I don't think he's ever done a podcast or anything as far as I'm concerned, has he?
He did our podcast.
Yeah.
I was
man.
about to say, yeah, he did him,
okay.
and then he's did some. I think he did.
That's I forgot there was
No,
a bunch
no.
of podcasts popping up around.
Remember
around
COVID?
time.
There was like 20
Yeah.
podcasts.
Dude, I remember being like,
Yeah.
because they would do it was just like the way movie stars do their publicity for new movies because they would
Yeah.
just hit every single podcast. So you're like,
And they talk
"Damn,
about
I
the
got
same
4
shit,
Arlo
yeah.
interviews to listen to today. Damn.
Yeah, I know. It's like at that point it's kind of tough too, because like, oh, we want to have Arlo on, but like he just did 5 interviews last week. What else is he going to talk about, or what's he going to want to talk about? You know,
Yeah.
you know how bad. I mean, you guys spoken to Arlo before too. You know how much he doesn't want to talk about Senate anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
This guy showed up in the Senate money.
Yeah.
Ago. But no,
Well, we talked about Senate after we had the Arlo interview with the homie with the Senate. It was
Oh, yeah,
like double
Alberto?
Senate. It was,
yeah.
oof.
or the
Arlo-
X
Yeah.
Games thing. I know he's definitely tired about talking about the X Games thing.
We didn't. Hey, shout out to us for not asking him. So what was it like in the boardroom when they said,
Good.
You know, like
Good.
Yeah,
That's
well, Arlo had some new things going on like that we talked about because we could talk about the return of NIS, which he was a part of, and
Yeah.
then he had his church that he started. That was an awesome interview, and thank you, Arlo, for
But
coming on.
we've
And it was
all
nice to have
known
him
him.
live in person here because he actually lives here in Dallas.
and it was super nice. Like there was so much we got to talk about, but I guess it's gonna be this way with every like guest you're really excited about because once you turn the cameras off, you're like, there's so much I didn't get to ask that I had the opportunity, but conversation just went elsewhere, and all the conversations were still good, and they were, great to have. But man, I'm even like, oh, we didn't even talk about the skate park. We didn't talk about Eisenberg. So,
that happens almost all the time too.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sure you guys like. I know I see Josh with his list in the back there, but there's so many times where you run out of time or a conversation goes somewhere else. But it was really cool. It's just not what you had on your list. You're like, okay, we got to have you back or something, you know?
yeah, I
Part
always
2.
forget like, oh, you can just come back in the future and we'll talk about it then.
Dude,
It's all good.
how do we not talk about the skate park? I didn't even think
I was
about
so.
that.
I remember
That's
like
crazy.
walking to the elevator, being like, "We did not." How did
What
we
about
not
the
talk-
estate sale? We ain't even talk about the estate sale.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
controversy.
We ain't
Yeah,
talk about that
dude.
estate sale.
Is that a local? That's a local thing. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
That's-
everybody
we ain't
here.
talk about it at
Brian
estate
Lackey on
sale.
blast, but
I ain't
yeah,
even
Arlo,
gonna
you can
talk
talk to him
about it.
forever. That's our
Hey.
highest streamed podcast, which is dope. But yeah, didn't talk to him about Eisenberg Skate Park, which is crazy because that was like a big part of our childhood and coming up and skating. Do y'all have any more questions about Jump Street for him before we move on?
About Jump Street?
Yeah,
Doesn't
about
sound like it.
podcasts.
Who's like you say you're going to Winter Clash, you guys are gonna do some stuff there?
Nah,
Nah.
no. I mean, just like I said, I'm over traveling with the podcast. It's just a lot of
Okay.
work to travel with all the
I get
gear, and then I like I remember when I started Jump Street. My main rule was like I don't want it to interfere with what I want to do in skating, which is just have fun and enjoy shit.
Yeah.
And that's
You're
kind
gonna
of what. Yeah, that's
You
kind of
gonna
what was
compete?
happening when I started like filming, when I was making like the truth videos and stuff like that, because I was always the camera guy. I was traveling around with my camera in my backpack. My back was killing me from skating around the city all day with a bag on my back. I would go to sessions and film people skating, and then I wouldn't be able to skate because I was so focused on filming other people. And same thing with the podcast too. It was fun doing those episodes we've done live. It's really cool seeing people face to face, even like the crowds and everything was really cool. But I feel like we've done it so much now that I'm completely fine with not really possibly doing that ever again and just going to Winter Clash and enjoying it for what it is and just having fun at the
It's
event.
nice to be able to do that, not to skate, not to have like the pressure of like competing for your sponsor, like whoever's paying for you to get out there. If you're paying for yourself, going out there to just enjoy it for yourself. It's just nice to do that. Like I told myself I'm not competing anymore. Like I think I'm like a year now of just like maybe like MCing or like kind of just taking like that road, which I love it.
Yeah,
It's nice.
and you're welcome, you guys.
It's so nice. Like it's cool. You can still skate if you want to, like the prelims, whatever, and like still skate with the homies because that's all that his contest is skating with homies.
Yeah.
Flat out. I mean, I know you get pushed to the next level, but it's really just a session with homies.
Yeah, no, it's
That
like
mindset. It's good.
yeah. The first like trip that I went to that wasn't paid by a sponsor, I remember that like such a large weight was lifted off my shoulder because I always hated contests. So to go like every time I went to a Winter Clash or whatever, bitter cold, whatever it was, you get the pressure that like, oh, I got to compete because someone's paying for me to do this, you know?
Exactly.
And I hated that. I just wanted to go and chill and have fun and maybe skate, but I don't care about competing. And then I remember once I started paying for myself to go places, I'm like, I don't gotta do nothing for nobody. I'm just gonna go and fuck around and have fun. If I want to skate, I'll skate. If not, fuck it.
How
You gotta
great
have
is
freedom
that
that way.
feeling? So good.
Yeah. That's what skating's about, man. Just having
That
fun.
is
No pressure.
exactly what skating's about. 120,000% being almost 43. That is exactly what skating is about.
Rollerblading is still
That
fun.
exact.
Hey, if you're new to the stream, be sure to like or subscribe to the channel if
And
you're new.
subscribe,
We got
like
almost
it.
over 50 people watching, so thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure to like the video. It's a free and easy way
Let's
to
go.
support the channel. I see some questions in the chat. I do want to try to get to them. $5 super chat, get your question answered immediately, and also get you another entry in the raffle. I do want to ask you just a little bit because you've done videos on these, just the CRS frames by Create Original.
Mhm.
Why should people skate those frames?
You want to pitch now?
I want to pitch.
Oh,
That's gracious.
You can make it brief because you've
And
done
also, Sean, I
you've,
got
Right
you.
on.
you've done a lot of content on them, but I just want to kind of know, like, just quick,
hold on.
what are they all about?
Oh, well, I will say from my experience, I've been riding these frames for I don't know how many years. Let's say a good solid 8 years. If every time I put on a skate that doesn't have these frames, I instantly, the first trick I do, I miss them so much. It's like the part of a skate that almost matters the most, and you don't notice it till you have it. And the CRS frames, like nothing else really feels like it. You've rode all these frames in the past before, and there has been suspension frames before, like Physics, Kaiser, made a suspension frame, and anyone who rode those frames knew how that felt. And now you could have it again, but just Create Originals, those guys did the best iteration of a suspension frame, in my opinion. There's like no heavy metal rocker arms or extra hardware like a Physics frame had, which they were super heavy. These frames weigh kind of just as much. They're a little bit heavier because the spacers are a little bigger, but it's essentially the same chassis as like a regular plastic frame. So there's not much weight difference compared to a regular traditional frame. And then you get the benefit of the suspension part. And especially with my style of skating now, with like the swiveling shit or like doing all the fancy kind of footwork shit, it's nice to be able to mess around with like the different harnesses of urethanes to get like that legit custom ride, which is what they are, custom ride system, the CRS frames. And it's just really a good way for me to personally dial in my skate and my frame. And I just feel like a lot of other people could benefit from that if they get to try them.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hell of a pitch, by the way.
Hell of a
Hell
pitch.
I'm sold.
Let's go.
Do you think
Bow, bow, bow,
physics,
bow.
do you think physics kind of like fumbled when they leaned really heavy into the impact aspect of the suspension versus the maneuverability, ease of riding? I know they had that one thing about rolling over cracks or on the sidewalk, but do you kind of get where I'm going with that?
Yeah, well, it was a different era of skating completely. At that time, it was more beneficial to promote that you could take a 10-foot drop, especially when you have Walt Austin skating them, doing the crazy shit that he was doing,
Yeah.
it made sense. But now, I mean, nobody was doing any swivelly type of shit back then. No one cared how fast you could turn back then. They just cared about how big of a drop can you take and how big of a down rail can you do. So
I
it's
would have no appreciation for how well my wheels were rolling over asphalt. I think my wheels were probably, not great at the time. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, you don't know. You think it's all fine until you actually ride the frames, and then because I've skated spots with and without the CRS frames, and I like go back to places, I'm like, something's different here. Then I realize I'm on different frames, and it's not like the floor or whatever. It's like the frame setup that's different. It's easier to skate certain spots that I've been skating forever, or we'll skate through the city and. We're skating from spot to spot, and we're skating over like a construction site with this gravel, and everyone's tripping and falling, and all the anti-rocker people are like on their faces, and I'm just like cruising by, and I'm like, oh yeah, like it kind of it's working,
Ooh. Hey, he taking shots, Jose.
I skated flat for 2 years. I proved myself.
I don't hate on anyone who skates anti-rocker. It's just different. I'm just saying as an example for that. I'm sure you could be like, hey, I've been to this fat rail where all the fucking flat wheel rockers were getting stuck and squeaking with their wheel bite. And I was
not happening though these days. I see your skates back there. I guarantee you can take 4 fingers and put it in between your middle wheels. right?
Exactly 4.
Okay. So that's all you need. Like,
Yeah.
I just started riding the T-neck rockers, and man, I'm absolutely in love. Like, being rockered is like
This
the
is
coolest
CRS.
feeling ever. It's so nice.
That's a
Like,
rocker,
I ain't
banana
never going
rocker.
back to another. I'm not going back to any frame unless it's rockered.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. I can't ride a frame unless it's rocker nowadays. Like
It's
once
so
you
nice,
once you learn how to like you're like there's a whole
especially fakie. Like,
just
it's so
everything.
nice.
Like there's the same thing with what I just said. When I go back to a regular frame after this, I rode anti-rocker a few years ago to ride to do like a blank review when they were sponsoring Jump Street, and I wanted to ride them stock, so I rode them anti-rocker, and it was a horrendous experience. I was on straight train tracks, and I ribbed the shit out of a rail because I didn't realize how many micro adjustments you make when you're skating up to an obstacle. The whole time your feet are doing this, and you're kind of dialing in where you
Yeah.
need to jump. You don't notice that shit until you don't have it and you eat shit.
Yeah. It's like your wheels are so gripped to the concrete, you
Yeah.
can't make the movements you need. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Brady,
Everyone
you-
got their own
you
style,
benefit
but-
from that. You do a lot of heavy swerving up to.
I'm a big
Up
swerver.
to your
I'm a
tricks.
big
He's
swerver.
a big swerver.
But
yeah.
you skate flat, Brady.
I do.
Yeah, it's aeons.
Which,
You can
I
skate
mean,
a lot of
rocker
that.
and
It's not
flat's
really
almost
flat.
the same, but
I
There's
get all the
something-
benefit. Well, most of the benefits of skating flat, but I don't get wheel bite ever.
Yeah.
We
Speaking
skate,
of, we were skating the that's local stuff.
Save it for the group chat.
Yeah, for real.
So I did want to ask you, Austin, because you've been skating for so long. Like, what do you think is the key to like longevity in blading? How have you been able to do it for so long?
As a few things, I guess. Skating smarter, which is knowing your body's limits of what you could do on skates. Taking care of yourself, which I wish we all did back in the day, which no one cared about until recently. I do like a bunch of workouts now, nothing crazy, but shit to keep my body moving when I'm not
The
skating.
Peloton for sure.
we
Yeah,
see you on the bike. Yeah, we see you on
Yeah.
the bike and
It keeps me
watching
moving.
Indies
Keeps my
and
blood
NASCAR.
flowing. Yeah, it keeps my blood flowing, keeps my joints moving.
Easy
Yeah.
on
I
the
got that.
knees too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be running around. Fuck that.
Yes, sir.
I got the bike. I put on skate videos and I watch skate videos while I ride my bike. And in the winter in New York too, I haven't skated street in New York since like November, October, maybe October. So like
Yeah.
if I didn't have the bike, I'd be fat eating pizza and chocolate all day and not doing anything. But you stay moving. And I honestly, not to pitch the CRS frames much more, but I feel like riding those for so many years, it does have like an impact absorption. So there definitely had to have been less impact on my joints compared to if I would have rode a regular frame. Because I rode the Sola frames, the metal Sola frames for a while, and I loved them when I first got them. I rode them everywhere, street, park, you name it. And then for the first time in my life, my knees were killing me. I'm like, no, this is it. This is the end of Austin. And then somebody told me, they're like, you're riding metal frames. I rode metal frames too, and I had knee problems, so I had to stop riding them. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I stopped riding the metal frames. 2 weeks later, my knees were 100% again. I, knock on wood, have never had knee problems like that ever again. So I think skating shit like that changes how your body can move and how it will recept to your type of skating and make you skate longer.
Famous wheels too, huh? Those
I didn't go that
metal
far.
I'm telling you. Hey,
With the
metal
gold
cords,
rims.
man, that hurt my back. I was scared of the metal cord, hurt my damn back.
Yeah, the metal wheels and frames, they're sick, but you have to be like a strict skate park skater for them. Don't take them to the streets if you want your knees or ankles or hips or back to like you.
Yeah, keep it Joack.
Yeah, well,
Just-
Austin wouldn't skate in solar frames.
No way.
Joack.
I do want to get into some viewer questions. Sean Michelson, Ninja Blader, he did say Eulogy's been repouring wheels from the past, like the Shrines, the Abdales, the Grove. Are they going to reissue yours?
I have no idea. That's like a different level of like OG though. Like comparing me to those guys, that's like a different generation. I personally, like, I'm friends with Isaac from Eulogy, and we talk here and there. I personally don't know why he's doing that. I guess that's the image of Eulogy though, to be like that OG old school kind of blade brand, maybe. I don't know. But I would, if he were to give me a wheel, I would be like, hey, give somebody new a wheel who deserves a wheel, not me, you know?
I think I would make a wheel made of pizza. Some way
Made
to
of
like a clear wheel with like a pepperoni inside or something. Maybe an anti-rocker. 48
anti-rocker.
mil? Let's go.
Actually,
hey, there's not been that should be your next pro wheel, my G.
Yo,
Anti-rocker?
it's funny. My first Eulogy Pro
Let's
wheel,
go.
I wanted it to be an anti-rocker.
Hey, with the pepperoni inside?
I don't remember what
Hey.
I don't remember what the graphic would have been, but I remember when Isaac asked me to have my first Eulogy wheel, I wanted it to be an anti-rocker because they didn't have pro anti-rockers or many pro anti-rockers at the time. But he was like, "Nah, they're not going to sell," and whatever. He talked me out of it, so I went with like a regular wheel.
Well, it was like they had the ones with the tequila in it. I swear you drop a pepperoni in it, man. That'd be so sick, dude.
It would throw off the balance, though.
I did see Jordan Skates, Jordan, in the chat. You had asked a question. I tried to find it. If you want to resubmit it into the chat, I'm more than happy to ask it for you. But Austin, here's a question: have you ever thought about quitting skating? Has anything ever happened that made you think that you're done with this shit?
Never. Maybe my life is pretty lame and it hasn't come to that point yet, but I had no reason to stop and I never wanted to for any reason.
Yeah, I don't know why I said shit when I asked that question. Stop this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
Real projection.
No, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
That was from the chat.
He was
That's
looking,
not
he was
what I
looking in
had
the
written
mirror.
down.
There's
Oh,
a mirror right there where he was all like, "Cause I quit this shit."
We have people in like the local
He's
groups
just
and stuff.
sticking
And
into
every
it,
now and then
man.
they're like, "I'm done. I'm just quitting." I'm like, where did you? What
Isn't
relationship
it
did you
weird?
have with skating that led you to have that in the first place?
Isn't it weird that people could like just say that too? I feel like people who stop skating, they slowly like phase out of it. Like they
Yeah.
have a family and whatever, and they just end up not having time for it.
Mhm.
But to be like, you know what? I'm not skating anymore. Fuck it. And I actually had a friend who did that. He was like,
That's a
this is
lot.
my last day
That's a lot.
skating. We're all like, oh, you're like bullshitting. And we get on the ferry coming back home from the city to Staten Island. And he's like, film this. And he took his skates and he's like, my name is Chad Caroselli. And I quit. And he threw his skates into the water, into the Hudson River. And he didn't skate for like 20 years afterwards. He put on skates like once or twice since then. But like, I don't get, he's a strange guy, but I just find it weird when people like decide to quit and like, okay, that's it. I'm not skating anymore starting now.
That guy stands on business.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
for
Yeah.
real. That's
Yo,
commitment.
speaking of, this is a quick little story. Speaking of quitting skating, Josh hit me up yesterday. How you told me why didn't I go? And I fell asleep. Josh hit me up yesterday. He's like, "Hey Jose, are you going to TNS?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got out the shower. I'm getting ready, but I'm kind of just laying down in bed thinking about it." He's like, "Please say no so I won't go." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "You know what? If you go, I'll go." "No, I don't think I'm gonna go." And I'm like, "Come on." Oh man.
Man,
It
I
was-
was
that's-
tired.
that's
I was
not
tired. Hey,
fair.
tomorrow's Thursday night skate. I'll be there. I
yeah,
promise.
tomorrow for sure for Jordan's B day, we'll be there for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jordan,
I'm
bro.
jealous that you
Wood
guys have a
Park
Thursday night
starts
skate.
tonight.
Huh?
Even Sasquatch.
I'm saying I'm jealous you guys have a Thursday night skate. I wish we had something like that in New York.
Yeah, well, we have like a ton of skate parks here in the DFW area.
Yeah.
Like we probably have like a good 15 concrete free parks
Yeah.
within a 30-minute drive for everybody.
Yeah, we actually we have a Tuesday and a Thursday. We have
Yeah.
a TNS where we have a page where in the DFW area where people just vote what skate park they want to skate that night. It's pretty cool.
All right, yeah, just rub it in a little more.
I think you
Hey,
guys.
come on, hey, and it's gonna be a wood park. It's our only wood park, and it's like right by a horse track, so it's kind of
Covered wood park,
dusty. So you
too.
can
I love
step
wood
on it.
parks. I love wooden parks.
I think you guys were talking about it a little bit before we started the stream, and we weren't really able to hear each other. What is your scene like? Like, what's your normal session like? Is it driving an hour and a half to meet up with a friend, or do you guys like have something local?
Yeah, there's a few of us who skate on Staten Island that I skate with. If I don't skate with like my immediate friends or crew, like on Staten Island, there might be like a handful of us, like 5 or so.
Mhm.
If I don't do that, I'm usually just skating with like JP from Butter TV or Justin Brosco, and we're going to like film something. That's kind of like my main 2 scenarios.
Got it.
Anything else, like other sessions do happen, but those are like the 2 main things that I would do.
Yeah.
But there's still like a ton of people. There's a million people who skate in New York. There's just like, because New York is so big, it gets like kind of clicky depending on where you live. Like I wouldn't really meet up with a bunch of people skating in the Bronx because it could take me forever to get there with traffic and everything, or Queens or Long Island or whatever it is. So there's still mad people who skate out here. It's just a matter of where you're willing to spend your commute.
Yeah,
That
that's
word-
kind of what I was wondering there. What is
Yeah.
Staten Island's most famous spot?
The stadium, which is like the
down
Hank
legends.
Down Legends. Yeah,
The
yeah.
ones that go
Yeah.
inward, kind of.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
Billy did the massive
the gap.
to roll. Is that
Yeah.
as big as it looks? It looks so big.
I think it's bigger in person because
gotta
every time we
be.
bring somebody there, they're like, wait a minute, he did this. Like they'll go there and they won't even realize that that's the gap until we say that that's the gap. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is it? And then, yeah, it's
This
massive.
is-
And the craziest part about that is that he clipped the first time he did it and he didn't die, which is nuts.
On the way up, or
His fourth wheel on both his skates clipped the flat when he hit he didn't go fast enough.
he cased it. Oh man!
And but he was going so fast that I guess he just flew right over it. But he clipped it and then had to do it a second time. The second time is the one that's in the manga video.
Goodness gracious, man! That's
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I wonder how. I guess if we ever found that spot, we wouldn't even think to be like, well, maybe we could like skate, because you guys are sectioning a ledge that is slanted the wrong way to skate.
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It worked though. We were doing topsides on it,
Yeah.
soles,
Yeah, no.
disastering to it, the roll, the gap, like all that shit. It was
Yeah.
like there was
Oh,
no
and then
rules.
You could, like you could hit the outside, which
Yeah,
makes
the
it almost a
outside.
better ledge because you're
Yeah.
man, wow.
But then you have the drop on the side, so it's like
yeah,
one or
Didn't
the other.
someone was it Billy that also front torqued the inside part?
yeah, he did.
Goodness,
Billy
gracious.
probably did everything on it,
All
you
right,
know.
that's all my Billy glazing for today. But speaking of glazing,
Dude,
what do you think
definitely
about
Billy Glazing.
an RBISF Somatics donut wheel. There we go.
Yeah, like a collabo with
Oh yeah,
with Somatics. I would love to do a collabo with them.
got a
I'll
nice
do a
sprinkled
collabo
donut.
with anybody. Hey, speaking of which, if you want to sponsor the podcast, just hit me up on RBISF on Instagram. We're always looking for people who are making new products that they want us to shout it out. You can provide something for the raffle. We're always looking for raffle gifts. Hit me up on RBISF.
Is that true? The Subway, Vinnie Minton ate Subway to be healthy.
Where you see that?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe the live chat that we have.
Oh, I see. Planet A.
That was probably the Jared days.
Yeah, man.
The sweet onion chicken teriyaki days. Oh, I got a fucking story for you
All
guys,
right.
you Dallas guys.
Let's
So
go.
the last time I was in Dallas was 2007, Hoedown, and I heard the city's changed now, but I remember it was like a bunch of Valo guys that we were with. So we're all street skating on Sunday throughout the city, and we're like, damn, we're hungry. It's like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Like, oh, we're hungry. Let's go eat. Every place was closed. Everywhere we went, we were closed, and every place we kept getting denied. We got more and more hungry. We finally found a Subway that was open. We're like, oh yes, we could eat. We walk in the Subway. There's like 8 of us, maybe. The one kid working behind the counter was like, oh shit, like people are actually coming into the store on a Sunday. And we go in, and the first person up, I don't know, it was like Eric Bailey or something like that. He's like, yeah, can I get da? And the guy just like, it's like, and he looks back and he's like, that's the only bread we have left. And it was one piece of bread. And he took it out and he smacked it on the table and it was rock hard. And he's like, that's all we got. And we were all like, fuck this, man.
So was this downtown?
Yeah, downtown.
Okay, so
Pizza, dog.
and on a weekend, back in the day, it was kind of tough to have like something that's open during the day in downtown. It was usually like a Monday through Friday. That's when everything was open, and you. But now it's like it's changed. There's like restaurants freaking everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I heard it's
Downtown.
different now.
But back then, like think about downtown. Like it was just business for the 8 to 5. Like
yeah, it wasn't
was
very
like,
residential friendly.
it wasn't like it is now. Like now it's completely changed. There's like you come now, you'll get anything and everything like throughout Dallas to Deep Ellum to all over the place.
Yes, we get it. Aaron is great.
No,
That's
not
so
down
true.
the
I
I'm
forgot
not
when
down
that
the
Chipotle and a Jimmy John's opened up. It was like there's finally a place to eat downtown. That's
Yeah.
wild. I forgot all about it.
So yeah, so now
Sorry,
there's more Austin. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I heard it changed now. So I'll be less hangry when I come back.
Yeah, you haven't been here since 2007, you said?
I know it's crazy. It's been 19 years. That's fucking nuts.
Man, that's whack.
Damn. Yeah, you gotta make a
I'm
trip
like,
out here.
you
We'd
don't
love
have
to.
to
Yeah,
say
we got
that's
love to
spots
hang
on
out.
spots on spots.
Yeah, I think as long as my schedule allows it, I want to come back after Blaney Cup this year. If the Carriers Open is right after too, like just to come by afterwards, I'll do that.
Yeah, I need to find
Oh.
out about that because Fritz wasn't very juiced on the Carriers Open
Oh, really?
2025. I don't know if he's
Mm.
even trying to do one this year.
He was
I need to find out
He's
about that.
he's a taken man.
he was a little less
He's-
into
he's
it in
finding
2024.
love. He's finding love right now. Well, he has love.
Oh, boy in Cyprus like he's Hill. He better chill
Yeah.
because he ain't be real.
So, Austin, you've been through so many times in rollerblading. You know, started skating in the '90s. What would you say was your favorite era of blading?
It's funny. I just made a video not about this, but I talked about this yesterday in my stupid YouTube video that I'm going to put out. But when I,
Why you keep
Because everyone-
calling them stupid when they're entertaining?
We're
to
about
the-
self-love
to-
here.
to the viewers, man.
well,
Yeah.
they started off with stupid ideas in my head, and it just became the thing. And I have more stupid ideas, but a lot of them involve going outside. But I ain't going outside because fuck that, it's cold. So right now they're just regular ass videos. But when everyone has like this golden era, right? Like they think of like the golden era, like this bullshit. When I think about that, I think of like the Be Unique days. I think of it more on a personal level, like what was that, like 2005 to like
2000s.
yeah, like mid to late 2000s. Just because I remember that was a cool time in my life. I was like, I don't know, 18-ish or something like that. And there was like a lot of high hopes. Like we were like, oh, it was like the first generation of like, oh, skating's going to make it now. We're going to come back. So there was like a lot of high hope. Like just skating with everybody from Be Unique was awesome. Like they had like Chris and Courtney, the guys who own Be Unique, had like, they lived on 96th Street. And it was kind of like a hub that we had because we were all from like the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, the Kelsos and Philly. And we would all like spend nights there, like Friday, Saturday night at their house, sleep on the floor, go skating around the city, mob and film for like freestyle rolling and like checkmate and stuff like that. It was just like really cool and inspiring to skate with all these people. And I think just there was so much, it felt like there was so much on the horizon for skating and for us. And they were trying to do big things. They were filming pilots for MTV, which is pretty cool. That never came out. Filming documentaries for like indie films that went to like film festivals and stuff alongside the skate videos. And we were traveling for skating and shit. And there was a lot going on. It just, that to me felt like my like quote golden era. And I feel like I progressed a lot in my skating and matured a lot, I guess, in those years.
I love to Be Unique. That was a really great time in rollerblading. What do you know about Dip Skate?
Man, I was about to ask.
The collaboration with Dipset.
What do you want to know? Ask me something
I
about
don't
it.
know. Just I don't know.
Was
How
it-
did
how
that
did it
even
come
happen?
about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anything you can give on Dipskate. We talk about Dipskate way more than we should.
That's, you guys mentioned it before on the podcast.
Oh no,
Oh,
we
yeah.
just talk about it in our day-to-day life. Dipskate comes up.
You should have a Dipskate segment in the show every episode. What do I know about Dipskate? Well, it just goes, that's like what I was saying about like the Be Unique guys were trying to do all this crazy shit, which at the time they got a lot of shit for because it sounds ridiculous. Dipskate, like what the fuck? And at that time skating was like almost split. It was like the emo type girl pants crew and then like the hip hop baggy crew.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who wasn't into the hip hop shit thought it was corny as hell. And like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Let's listen to the Clash and wear girl pants and all this stuff. And then everyone else was like, oh, let's smoke blunts in the projects and wear insanely colored sweatpants that were 7XL t-shirts and shit. But yeah,
Who had the plug for them? Was it Ramel?
no, I don't quote me on this, but I think it was either Courtney or Chris. They had weird
I heard
connections
too.
with people. Somehow Courtney was like a genius in that way. He always like managed to get his foot in the door somewhere in some connection with somebody. And he did that. And that's, I think, what started it. And I don't know, I wasn't too involved in that whole Dipskate shit. But I thought it was kind of cool what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
It was just like an opportunity for skating to be seen from a different audience and possibly have investors to, put money into skating and have more opportunities for us to grow and do different things, which it kind of did, but it died out. And it's funny because I haven't, like, Be Unique kind of faded out. The way Be Unique ended was really weird. At least from my side of things, like they kind of just like fizzled away without saying anything. Not to skating, but like to us, like the team and our friends and everything. Like they just stopped picking up phone calls and shit. And before you knew it, we were like, okay, I guess this is done. But then when the Them Skates pop-up happened in New York City like a year or two ago, they did like a little pop-up in Chinatown, and a bunch of people came out, and there was like 100 150 people outside, a big crowd of people, and I'm like, what the fuck, that's Courtney Brown. I'm like, I haven't seen this guy in like 20 years, and I was like, oh shit, what up? And it was like a reunion, like he hasn't seen anybody in forever. And I'm like, oh, like you like heard that like everyone was going to be in town or something, and you showed up? And he goes, nah. He's like, I rent the place upstairs from the pop-up shop. And he's like, I came downstairs, and he was like, wait a minute, he came downstairs, and he's like, wait a minute, is that John Julio? He's like, is that Ezekiel Anderson? Like, I know all these people. And he just like coincidentally hung out, and it was cool. And I got to ask him, I got to talk to him. I'm like, just like I'm talking to you, I'm like, yo, Courtney, I love you and everything. And it's like it's like we picked up right where we left off. But like, I don't know what the fuck happened back then. Like, can you shine some light on this situation? People ask me all the time, and I don't know what to tell them either. And we talked about it for like 45 minutes, maybe, like me and him on the street. And I'm like, damn, I wish this was a podcast right now. Those two are also guys that I wish was on the podcast, Chris and Courtney Brown, because they did so much shit that people have no idea, and they have no idea what like the struggle was and what the hoops they jumped through to try to get these things off the ground that they got so much hate for back in the day.
Yeah, and everyone was talking about like, oh, we just need to make blading bigger. And every time someone would try to make blading bigger by trying to like branch out, they would get hated on immediately. And it's like, it's just,
yeah, I know.
But
wait. So what happened? What did he say about Be Unique?
Well, I was gonna say, did you get kind of like closure from that conversation, like a better understanding, satisfaction?
Yeah, hang on a second. My webcam just okay. Am I back? Hang on a second.
You're frozen.
No, I got it. Hang on. Boom. All right, am I back?
Yeah, there.
I gotta fix it a little bit. So pretty much the answer that I got from him was that they got like so much backlash from the community, and they were like frustrated because they were trying to build and not just make themselves like known or famous. Like they were trying to do it for all of skating, not just Be Unique. It's like the start of something, but eventually it was for everybody. And they were like, how can we succeed if what we're trying to do to succeed is against us, you know? So they did put in all this work to do all this shit. But at the end of the day, I think they felt like they were fighting a war that no one was on their side for. So they kind of gave up.
I also feel like it was during the time where like skateboarding was starting to get real popular with like the Vans rappers. Like, I don't know, those got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Like,
yeah.
Right? About that.
So I don't think that had anything to do with it though. Like that's just like
I don't know. I was just thinking like maybe they were just trying to grab onto like some hip hop and get into like blading.
I think the problem is rollerbladers are rollerbladers' biggest haters.
Yeah, dude.
And that's been
rollerblading would be so dope if it wasn't for rollerbladers.
Yeah,
that's true.
I feel like it's not as bad as it was back in the day. But man, whenever I saw Dipskate, I was such a big Cameron fan. I think it was more Jewels and Jim Jones that were kind of involved in it. I never really saw Cameron too much, but man, that shit got me juiced.
Wait,
I thought that was the dopest shit in the world.
Was Cameron aware of Be Unique?
Look at that cat tail.
Yeah, 100%. All of them were.
So sick. Oh, there's a cat.
It's a
oh yeah,
hell yeah.
You want to know what's funny? What was funny too though about that Dipskate thing, kind of so Franco Camayo, he was at a hotel in Staten Island for some reason. I don't remember what. He was doing something with his older brother, and he was like, he texted me and he was like, "Yo, the RZA's here from Wu-Tang," and his brother was like talking to the RZA, whatever, and he mentioned like, "Yo, my brother does like Dipskate, like his friends do Dipskate and all this shit." And I was texting him like, "Yo, get RZA's like info. Let's try to do something with him. If like rappers are getting involved in skating, and we're from Staten Island too, it makes sense." So he got like RZA gave him his info, and I emailed RZA. Like I made him a pitch like to make like a Wu skate, like they have Dipskate, and they could be like multiple ones. And of course, RZA never answered me, but we tried to do something like that because I mean, it would have been cool to have like maybe that would have helped it grow if there was like multiple the like crews or groups, I guess, because then you could see that it's growing. But I don't know. It never happened.
With all that Be Unique was doing, like it's not like they were just throwing out random ideas. Like I'm sure there was a lot of like actual investments, like things that they put their hearts into, and like possibly their savings accounts to try and make this thing take off. Because it seemed like if I were a writer on Be Unique, I'd be like, there's some big shit about to happen.
That's how we all felt, and that's why I was like saying that it was kind of cool during that time to be like, oh shit, like we're gonna make it big finally. Like if we just commit to this, put our time and effort in, we're going to become something big.
Mm-hmm.
And they did shit like we filmed an entire pilot for MTV, I think. It was like a reality show where we had the Be Unique skate park. I don't know how many people know about this, but we had like a Be Unique skate park, and we filmed like a reality show, like an entire episode where we all lived at the skate park and did stupid shit and skated, obviously. But it was like they were like into it and really putting in the effort and work to do something different.
So you talked about how there was like that divide between the hip hop and what was really, emo is it wasn't like rockers. It was this emo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Was Chris Cheshire allowed at y'all sessions?
Cheshire's always the homie, no matter what clothes he was wearing.
He went, oh man, I always respected how he went. He was just, and also he was the last person you'd expect, but he went, when he does it big. Small. He does it small.
Nah, Cheshire's always been the homie. There was never like, I don't think there was ever really like hate between one side or the other when it came to that.
What I kind of meant was like, because Colin, the Kelsos were all over it, and I would just imagine Cheshire would have been somewhere on the periphery, like, but he was never involved in Be Unique to my knowledge.
Yeah, he was like kind of phasing out skating at that time.
Okay,
I think.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the only beef was, well, not even beef, but I used to have homies that used to wear tight pants, and then when we'll go skate, the issue was always they ripped their pants.
Yeah.
Brady every session.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I had two of the homies in Cali that always wore tight pants and always ripped it right where the crotch was, and I'm like,
well, that's not Brady's problem. Brady just like does big stunts and falls and scrapes his pants rip at the shins and on the butt most of the time.
That's true. We were all ripping our pants on purpose so that we could jock Chase Rushing and duct tape them back together.
Here we are hitting 2 hours. We ran a little bit late because we got a late start. I just want to ask you a couple quick things real quick. What keeps you skating after all these years?
The evolution of my skating, I guess. I would have thought 10 years ago, I'm like, okay, I did like all these tricks on rails, I filmed sections and traveled, whatever. Like, what else is there to do? But the fact that you could still explore, experiment, try different things. Literally every time I go out, I think I learned something new, which is crazy to think about after 30 years of skating, but it happens. And after like experiencing that for a few years, I can't imagine that ever stopping. There will always be some sort of evolution of skating and my skating as well. And I think that's what keeps it fresh and like spicy every time I go out. Like it gets boring because I've been in that slump too, where there was definitely a time like a few years ago where I was like, I was still skate, but it wasn't as juiced to skate as I have been in recent years. And I think that was because you either go to the same spots, the same skate park, do the same tricks. It kind of gets boring, old, and redundant. And I understand why people might get bored of it and stop skating. But
you need to spice it up with some.
Exactly. There you go.
I'm just kidding.
Do some negatives with that. But yeah, I think that's it. I think you just gotta like try something different. If you are getting bored, try something different. Put on some fucking wizard skates. That'll blow your mind.
Yeah, just spice up things in the playground. That's it.
What were you gonna say, Brady? It sounded like you started to chime in on something.
I already forgot. I remember what it was. Jose got me distracted.
Well, shit. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Then, is there anything last thing that John you want to talk about?
Air Dolphin. I do remember the Con Artist pants. I got a pair at Bitter Cold. And those were paper thin. Paper thin.
I love my Con Artist pants.
Oh man, I ripped those right away. They
Here,
didn't last.
I didn't rip them though.
I have a quick question, and I always like to get people's intake on this, although they never really want to answer. What are your thoughts on where rollerblading is at now, and where do you think it's going?
Where is it at now? It is in a weird place, I guess. You know, I had like a weird conversation with a friend recently because isn't it weird that there's like I know there's like everyone knows a lot of skate brands out nowadays. Like more than ever, we have like a million skate brands, a million companies making boots and wheels and frames and all this shit. And it's cool to see. Like, why are so many people investing? I feel like there's no money, more money in it than it was 10 years ago. Why
I
now?
thought the same thing about all these.
And I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's hurting the industry or certain brands in a way. And I feel like they need to just, my camera's going crazy now. I feel like they need to like filter out, and not saying that like kill off all these brands. I don't mean that at all in any way, but like there's so many, yeah, there's so many big brands that like make rec skates or quad skates or whatever. And then now they're deciding to make aggressive skates after they're in business for like 20, 30 years. I'm like so curious what they see in it now that makes them want to do that. From a business point, you would have to see growth in an industry.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have growth in certain ways, like economically. I don't think there's growth. Like I know many people who own skate companies and a lot of people aren't doing too well.
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems strange to me. I think it's a weird bubble that's happening now that we need to get over, and then we could help grow these brands that could put money back into skating, put money back into skaters' pockets because they'll have better sales. And I hope that happens sooner than later.
Yeah, I think describing it as a bubble is 100, and I think just natural evolution. Some of these companies are gonna fall by the wayside, but it does suck for some of the core people behind skate brands that have been in it for so long and are putting their own personal money into this sport and this industry. And then you have some of these really big companies. Like I don't want to hate on Cougar, but Cougar's definitely one of them that has a lot of money backing them, and probably has a lot of other things that they do. But that's just one example that comes to mind. But I think the bubble's gonna burst eventually, and I don't want any of these brands to go under. I just think it'll just be the natural evolution of the way things go.
Could it be?
That's
that,
what I think too. Yeah.
Could it be that like Cougar? What are the other ones that are also rec skates?
Flying Eagle.
Okay, so maybe is it a competitive thing in which they see one of them get into the market and they're like, well, fuck, if they think something's going on here, maybe there is something going on. Maybe we should get in there.
Joke's on them. If that is the case.
I'm like, that money doesn't just fall out of the sky. They make real decisions on like, we're going to invest in aggressive rollerblading at its not its greatest, time.
I just think there's easier access for anyone that wants to do it. Like, oh, how much? This much? Oh, they do it? Okay, here, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference between the big companies jumping in. They don't have much to lose, as opposed to like, Clark Kirkman with Factions and, John Julio with Thems and all the owner,
Billy
rollerblader.
Mesmer.
Yeah, exactly. All the rollerblader owned
and with Clark
companies
really trying to like make a perfect skate, like a skate that's actually gonna be good for bladers versus these other companies that are like, well, I know how to make an aggressive skate. You take our skate and you put sole plates on it.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. And it's kind of bad because it sucks because Clark makes a great skate. The Faction skate is sick. And especially the soft boot carbon skate, like I don't even know how to start making something like that, you know, and have someone who lives out of his house and his warehouse is his basement or his garage. Like they're putting in work, and the people who have been actually skating in the scene for decades. And those are the people that you want to see succeed.
I think one company that needs to go away also is Adapt too. I don't see them doing shit besides J Ball, and I love J Ball.
Shit.
They put out a post today. Are you saying that because they put out a post today?
Did they?
Did they?
They're announcing some. Julian and Adapt put out a post today for like a teaser of a skate. It seems like.
Oh no shit.
Ooh, how about
Which
that?
And Jose, you might
That's-
want to
Hey,
retract
that's
those
my honest
words.
opinion, man. I hope the owner don't come try to break my legs neither.
We have all these like Skater of the Year awards and like Brand of the Year. We need to have Brand that needs to get the fuck out awards
Oh, that's a good one.
because we can't all like get together and vote and be like, you guys, we don't
Top
want you.
five.
We can only do it with our dollars and blah blah blah. But people are still going to buy these products because a lot of times they can do them at price point.
And bring out that half baked thing. Wrap it up, B.
Wrap
Yo,
it up,
wrap
B.
it up,
Wrap it
B.
up.
No, that's from Chappelle's show, but
Yeah,
it's
Chappelle's show.
No,
yeah.
it's Half Baked, dummy.
No, it's just the actor is in Half Baked also, but that wrap it
Oh,
up.
the guy. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, dummy. But speaking of the best, the best of Austin, we're going heads up on the one blading voice of the year, whatever. So congratulations for being nominated on that. Where do you how much weight do you put in one blading and Tom Moise's like contest? Do you kind of put which one do you think holds more clout?
That's funny. I didn't know that the one blading thing, even they were doing it last year until somebody messaged me that I was on the thing for it. But it was so late. I thought it was like almost irrelevant at that point. But
hey, you can pull yourself out of the running. Maybe we can get second place at that point.
Hey,
yeah, go for it. Take it. But I think Tom's definitely seems more relevant. 100%. Like no one could argue that. Like he has crowdfunding backing him. He puts way more work and effort into it, even though one has been doing it for so many years. I just feel like people don't care about it as much as Tom's. And that might be like a little bit of a split, kind of like emo hip hop kind of split. Like there's the one people and there's the Tom Moise people. But Tom puts a lot of work into his shit. And he is raising money, which is cool to see. It's like you actually get to win something rather than just your name on a website, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's all at the end of the day, it's all skating. Who gives a shit? Like, come on.
Yeah,
What is
to win because it would be good promotion, and I'm just honored just to be up there with you and Tom Moise. I always said I wish Tom Moise did that one of those categories in his thing. That way he couldn't be nominated to be in it because he makes the best videos. Let's give it to him. Like they're so funny, and some people hate on him, and I don't know why. You can't not think that his content's funny, and it's. You get to learn some stuff. Well, I mean, you get to see rollerblading and stuff, but he's just his personality is just, nobody can beat it.
He puts a lot of work into his videos too. Some of them are like 20, 30 minutes. And I know when I make a 10-minute video, I spend hours, like a day on it. I can't imagine how much time it takes to do some of those videos that he does. So he's actually like putting in work, and it's not just like, I mean, we had this whole discussion we had a whole episode on Jump Street Podcast specifically just about this. And it was like the work that one side of it does compared to the other is like, you can't even compare the two, honestly. But
it's unfortunate that our major brands, some of them haven't like adapted to the times. They get left behind. And now we're in a situation where we're comparing an online single content creator with the biggest magazine of our sport.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, shout out one.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing against.
We love you.
I got nothing against
RBISF
them.
Podcast.
Yeah.
And go vote for RBISF Podcast.
Is the voting still happening?
Man,
dude, I checked it. It just closed today because I've been waiting to see.
What? See, I mean,
when it closes, I didn't see. I saw today that you can't vote anymore.
Damn. See, that goes to show like
Good
We're
job,
in
Austin.
the
February.
comparison.
middle
Like
of
it's
Way
February.
to really squash us. Thanks.
yeah, like I mean, when the results going to come
I
out?
hope we lose.
Yeah, no one really like cares about 25 anymore.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
No one's going to care when you guys win. At that point.
I'm gonna care. I'm gonna get myself an ad at New York in Times Square.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you need to throw the donut on you right now.
My mom's gonna care.
This fool is this Josh is a down as a glazer, dude.
If
there was
Jeff Down.
By the way,
if Josh had a motorcycle with a little sidecar and there was one person that he wished that he could put in it, it would be Downes.
That's true.
For
But he
sure.
wants to be in the sidecar with Jeff Lonos driving.
Yeah, I want to be on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants Jeff to
Believe
ride.
me. Nah, I think Jeff is dope. I like him. I know. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. He's good at skating. I like his skating.
No, that's all tight. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you're
but they like to give me a hard
definitely
time.
great.
About
It's
my-
like,
my
dude, we'll be talking about like maybe like a brisket sandwich. You'd be like, oh man, dude, did you see Downes' clip from?
Hey,
Oh,
Austin, have you ever seen Howard Stern?
we're enjoying lunch, but I mean, yeah, we all saw it. That's cool. That's
You want to ask that again, Brady?
Yeah. Hey, Austin, have you ever seen Howard Stern out in the real world?
No.
That's unfortunate.
What is this?
Hey, just a heads up.
Because you
He
live in
likes
New
to wear
York.
he likes to wear a baseball cap with his hair tucked up underneath it. So just keep an eye out.
What's he living in New York?
Yeah.
I'll let you know if
that's a big
I
city,
do.
bro.
Yeah, a couple streets.
Yeah. I always say that, like, imagine how many times we've walked by crazy celebrities in the streets and no one ever notices
Yeah.
because there's fucking a million people on the street. You're not looking at people's faces.
Yeah. That's wild, man. Looking at their pizza.
all the time.
Going about your day.
All
So,
right.
hey, I have one last question before I get out of
All
here.
right, wrap it up. Wrap it up for us, John.
How did you get into the helicopter gig?
That's random.
Wait,
But
wait,
that-
Well, we did
I-
when
I
me and
need some
Raina went to
backstory
New
on this.
York.
I don't even know what the helicopter.
You're gonna
gig-
hear it. You're gonna hear
Okay,
it.
okay.
It was we took a 30-minute helicopter.
Oh, yeah, you
ride.
did it.
Talk about the helicopter.
Was it your
30-minute
birthday?
helicopter ride around New York.
Was it your birthday?
Yeah, it was my hey, shout out to
Happy
Raina.
belated.
Shout
Happy
out to New
belated.
York for holding me the fuck down that whole time. Like that whole birthday was amazing. But yeah, the helicopter was crazy. Like I don't know how Raina told me you were like doing the guy that sat in the front, kind of like shotgun, but like yeah, just
Co-pilot?
chilling. Yeah, little co-pilot.
Yeah, it was so I guess for those like Josh who don't know, for like 5 or something years, I had like a part-time job where I was like hanging out of open door helicopters above New York City.
It
Like,
was
taking photos and
crazy.
videos. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
taking what?
it's photos and videos. Like I was a
Oh.
content creator for the company.
Damn.
So it was like we would legit like we were the only company that was able to do it too. Because
It was so scary.
how sick was it though?
It was open doors, like your camera was attached to you on your vest, like you were,
Yeah,
like you
It's-
could fall. It's like a malfunction. You're down in the river. You're down
Yeah,
in the
it's crazy. You're harnessed in, so you like even when the helicopter banks and everything, you're like face down above like the Empire State
I
Building.
think he
Like, it's
did that
crazy.
on purpose. I think he did it on purpose because I was facing dead. I couldn't even get my camera. It was too far away from me on my strap. I was like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
certain pilots would specifically fuck with people and do crazy shit like that. Yeah, but it was one of those gigs where like it was really cool at the time, and like they focused. So we had such a big budget for our social media team. Like there was like 5 or 6 of us. We would
Oh,
travel all over the world. We would do it in like San Francisco, LA, Vegas, Miami, New York. So we were doing all this crazy shit. There was like no limit to what we could do, and then out of nowhere they just like took all the budget away and like fired everybody, and it was just me. And I was like, "Fuck this," and I just left. And
Damn.
I'm glad I left when I did because there's like a lot of crazy helicopter accidents that have happened since then.
Exactly. Like I didn't
every
know
time
if
something
you
like that
worked for
happens-
him on that. There was those people that came off.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
have
Crazy
the-
shit
didn't have
happens.
the
Every
phone
time there's a
on the back.
helicopter accident still in the news, like people always message me
Yeah.
like, you better not still be doing that shit. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, that was cool. I would do that again if I could. And it's funny because like somebody asked in the chat, I can't scroll back up to it now, but biggest celebrity I ever saw. And I actually, speaking of the helicopter, I rode in a helicopter with Gwen Stefani and her manager one time.
Snap.
And that was probably it. And it has to do with the helicopter. So
So
I bet it was.
that was
bananas.
fun. That was
it
that's
was.
a bucket list type thing.
B-A-N-A-N-A-N.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. We
Well, you've
went
said it all.
long. We had a lot to talk about. Austin, thank you so much for coming on. I do want to just real quick shout out Feet and Four Wheels. Go to feetandfourwheels.com. Use promo code RBISF and cop you some dope gear. If you want to go to blading camp in Malaga, Spain, just use promo code RBISF for 50 euros off. If you want to support me and the podcast, go to buymeacoffee.com/RBISF and buy a coffee. We are having the raffle for next stream, and we are going to be giving away, or Austin's going to be giving away, one of his T-shirts off of his Gone Skating brand. And I'll have the link for all this in the chat. I had it all set up on the last stream, and then I had to redo the stream, but I'll have the link down in the chat. But all you got to do is leave a comment on the video after the fact. And then thank you for the $5 super chat. The dude that left it earlier, you'll get an extra entry. We'll be looking for comment of the week, and you'll get an extra entry, and we'll do the spin for that. And with that, I just want to let everybody say their goodbyes. We'll start with Brady and Jose.
Yo, peace out, everybody. Peace out, Austin. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us and everybody that tuned in.
Austin, it's great to have you, man. A lot of I appreciate all the information, all the anecdotes, all the little tidbits, and hopefully we can talk again in the future.
Sully.
Yo, I appreciate you coming on tonight, Austin. Tonight's a special night. You already know what it is. Tune in, lock in, love the ones that you're around. It's a blessing to live every day. I love everybody. Let's go.
Let's go. Austin, you want to say your goodbyes?
I appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me on. It was fun talking shit with everybody. You guys aren't going to Winter Clash, are you?
Man, I had
Nah, I'm
tickets.
afraid not.
I
We're going
had
to Crowder.
So I won't see any of you guys next week then.
We're going to Crowder. You coming to that?
When is it?
It's in April.
April?
April 18th.
I'll see.
Yeah,
what's going
you're
on.
gonna come to Crowder this year. That's tight. Let's go.
If not,
We'll-
come to the
so
Eastern Top Tabernacles.
I mean,
we'll see what I could do.
it's already in the East Coast, man.
Oh yeah, it's just right down the block.
Yeah.
Just a quick train
Yeah,
ride.
yeah.
Just hop on the train.
Just
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the coast all the way down.
No, I appreciate you guys all for having me on. It's been a good time, and I hope you win the
Alright,
award.
Thank you. Can I say my goodbyes?
No.
Thank you, Austin. It's been a pleasure. You're a legend, and we're so blessed to have you on the podcast. It really means a lot to me. Shout out to the chat, to the viewers. We love y'all, and hope y'all have a great night. Peace.
Peace, everyone.